the notes Lee typed out?
It was mostly combat.
Yeah, it was a lot of combat. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start off with the game summary. So, does anyone want to volunteer to give their take of what happened in the previous session?
Sure, I'll do it.
All right, go for it.
So we came up here and ran into the cultists and the lizard folk, and the lizard folk had defeated the frog people.
Okay.
We weren't sure what was going to happen, but then Snapjaw came in riding the Otio and basically called to kill all the cultists. So that started a fight. We killed all the cultists. And there was a bit of an issue about whether or not we should save the two monk brothers. Wound up saving one and not the other. After the fight, we decided what to do with the three surviving cultists, which were like two cooks and the one monk brother. The two cooks we sent off to the roadhouse, and the monk brother declared undying vengeance upon Lee for killing his brother.
We assume it's on Lee.
We assume, yeah.
I mean, he said as much. But if I recall correctly, I threatened him out of it. He had stated that was his goal until I tried to stab him in the back and warned him I would kill him next time I saw him. So I don't know if he's still that's still his goal or not.
That sure showed him.
We'll see.
Next time, if there's no Braum to save him, he's just gonna wake up one day with a dagger in his back.
Yeah, there's a huge argument between Erevan and Braum about what to do with them.
Right.
Erevan was saying just kill them, and Braum was saying no, they're innocent.
Well, no, Erevan used his circle of truth or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And the one just wouldn't fail the save. So I was like, well, we got to kill him. He didn't choose to fail the save. We don't know if he's really really not interested in vengeance.
That was like the cook or whatever, though.
That was the cook, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like it was Jimmy. If it was Jimmy, that'd be a whole different story.
I think that guy was just foolish not to automatically fail the save. Choose to fail the save. He could have. And if he'd done that, no one would have had a problem. No, you don't have any problem with vengeance? Go right ahead.
We also got paid out.
Yes.
So stuff in the gear in the town or the castle.
Yeah, what are you guys doing, like, with all that? I mean, just the weight alone.
Well, the weight alone, like, currently I've got 30 pounds of coins.
Okay.
I don't know about everyone else. I mean, I was kind of the poorest of everyone.
So I think that I probably have to get rid of some inventory.
You're not keeping track of your inventory?
I am, but I think I'm a bit over.
Yeah, I don't want to get too in the weeds with encumbrance, but I do want it to be, slightly realistic.
Right. So I'm 35 pounds over.
Okay.
Lee, how much room do you have in your bag of holding?
For you, I don't know if I have any. I have lots of things already. I don't want it to bust.
Hang on. Do you have the tent in your inventory?
I do.
Okay,
I
so
can't remember who I was holding that for.
You're holding it for me. I'll take that off my inventory.
Okay.
And Snapjaw.
Oh,
sorry.
I had someone scale mail. I think that
Scale
was your
mail?
scale mail. Someone upgraded.
No, we just grabbed it thinking we can sell it.
Yeah, that
was
was
an upgrade for me.
That was from Resmir's.
That's my scale mail, but I already took that off my inventory.
Yeah, that was the.
Okay.
It's like I would list it as a ornate scale mail. It's not just a regular scale mail.
Okay, I have to drop it.
That's been there for a while. That was from
okay.
a while back.
Whichever.
Yeah.
Oh, did we not take?
Yeah,
I thought isn't that what Erevan had before he got his fancy light armor?
Which I gave to Braum recently, because I'm now wearing normal plate mail.
Oh, okay. Well, so then I'm just gonna toss this scale mail. I'll toss it and I'll keep the ornate one.
Okay.
Oh
So
yeah.
I still have to drop another 14 pounds.
Yeah. Does someone want? Yeah. Do
I
you
put
just
your
want to throw
gold
my
for
chainmail?
you. It's okay.
Who wants to throw my old chainmail?
Hang on, 12.99 over 50. Yeah,
Oh,
do you
by
have
the way,
platinum pieces in there? Could I change some of my gold for platinum with you?
I have 49 platinum for
Here,
sale.
I'll give you 490 gold if you give me 49 platinum.
I think maybe 5,000 gold for 49 platinum.
I don't have 5,000. I don't have
Oh,
5,000.
sucks for you.
Also, that's a really terrible conversion rate.
Maybe
I think you mean
40 platinum for
500
41.
gold for 49 platinum.
Whatever. I don't do math. It's not my strong suit. So maybe I give you 40 platinum for 400 and gold. Is that a good deal?
40 platinum for 400 and how much?
Just small fee for transaction.
Certainly, I will give you 410 gold for 40 platinum.
Wow,
Chris
Lee
are
making
doing
some
business with
profits
you.
here.
And Snapjaw was kind enough to give you guys only just gold coins instead of like all the gems and jewelry and stuff like that. He
Wow,
just
he
gave
had
you.
that much.
Okay, I still need to drop
Cash.
7 pounds of gear.
I just take more gold off your hand for you. I'm trying to help.
Now, I don't think you have anything. You don't have any. What's it called? Kit. What's it called? Barding on fealty. So you don't.
Oh!
Fealty's not here
Fuck!
yet.
You just have a saddle.
Yeah, fealty's not here. The barding on fealty. I don't remember if I bought. Hang on, let me check fealty's sheet.
No, you never bought barding for him.
Yeah.
If there is, I put it
We've
on
never
the
been to a
sheet.
town since you got
that.
fealty.
That's true.
Yeah, no, nothing.
So,
Oh yeah, what
I think
upgrades
that's why we
does
were
fealty?
holding
By
a
the
bunch
way,
of the
what upgrades did fealty get when I leveled up?
It was
added
it was a hit dice, so another hit dice.
So 5d10 plus 4 instead of 4d10 plus 4, which I guess adds 6.5 or 7 rather.
Yes. So just add there. I think Grimmeth already told you about tacos, right? We talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about it. I'm looking over. I never changed the sheet or anything.
Okay, so hit dice and that's it?
Hit dice, and then what is her passive perception?
14.
Okay, that can remain the same. What is her perception and stealth? Like, what's the
Perception is plus 4, stealth is plus 1? Is that right? 5e ward. Let me double check ward, make sure that's not missing something.
Okay.
Yeah, no stealth change.
So stealth is plus 1 or 0?
Yeah, plus 1.
Okay, so stealth will be plus 4 now.
Nice.
And then do you already have keen hearing and smell?
Yes.
Okay. What is your bite attack?
2d6 plus 3 damage, 5 reach, 5 attack, plus 5 to hit. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for now then.
Okay. Lee, can you also just throw into your inventory one climber's kit rather?
Yeah, sure.
That has a weight of 12 pounds.
All right. So we got that situated. So thanks for the previous session summary. So right now you guys are standing in the mess hall. Brahm had just stormed off towards the basement and to the portal. He didn't want any part of the judgment. You guys had figured out what to do with the civilians and Jimmy. And as you guys are getting ready, Snapjaw kind of motions you to the side, Airvan, like he wants to talk to you alone.
Okay.
And by alone, I mean just to the edge of the room. I mean you're still within earshot of the rest of the group.
Okay.
I walk over also. Where are you?
All right. So
where is Snapjaw? There he is.
So Snapjaw kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and he says,
Yes, Knight. I wanted to speak to you more about your god, who can heal and has the power to mend wounds.
Of course.
Will you take some time to speak to me of this religion you follow that grants you such great power?
I believe we have time to do that, yes.
Okay. So he wants to talk to you for like, we'll say 20 minutes or so about like kind of the basics of your religion.
Yeah. Just in case, I believe I did. Did I? Yeah, I prepared ceremony last night.
Okay. What does that do?
I'll just link it. It's a spell.
Okay.
I mean, technically speaking, nothing, but it seems like the right spell if he wants to be dedicated to Aminator.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be something cool. All right, so you guys are there. Snapjaw and Erevan are like in a deep discussion about Aminator. What does the rest of the party want to do? So Brahm stormed off. You guys have resolved the prisoners, what you're going to do with the prisoners, but he has yet to return.
The prisoners are all gone.
Yes, prisoners are gone. The lizard folk that were escorting the 2 civilians left.
So Jimmy boy's nowhere in sight.
No, Jimmy got booted out to the swamps.
Yeah.
But you imagine he's probably just going to follow the group back to Karnath. He didn't seem like he was like a survivalist or hunter or anything like that. Brahm, you got to the steps of the basement.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a little bit of while. You've kind of had some time to kind of cool off a little bit.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
It's been a little bit of time. They haven't come back. I'll trudge back, all huffy and upset.
Okay. So Brahm returns to the mess hall, and Brahm, upon entering, you notice that Erevan is in like a deep discussion about his religion, and it looks like he's talking over everything to Snapjaw, explaining things and explaining like what your ceremonies and things that are required or things you should do. And when you enter, Snapjaw looks up and he like motions for you to come over too.
Oh, fun. Let's go talk to the guy who almost killed everyone. Yeah, so I'll walk over there again, and it's like, yes, you wanted to see me.
Hang on. Which one of us is the guy who almost killed everyone? Me or Snapjaw?
Not Snapjaw.
You wanted
Okay.
to see me?
Yes, I am talking to the knight about your religion, and would also...
He doesn't... We don't share the same religion. But
I thought you both worshipped the sun.
different stages of the sun, which have different representations in godly form. He worships, as I'm sure he's explained, a deity named Aminator, which is the mid-morning sun, and I worship a deity named Lathander, who is represented by the morning and the setting sun, so the rising and the setting sun.
Actually, I think it's just the rising sun.
You are right, it is just the rising sun.
Well, I see you both get great power from your gods. What religion should my people serve?
Oh, God.
Now, let me talk to you for a second about Floristan.
Floristan worships Banjo, the puppet god.
I don't have anything to add. I just wanted to say that.
Snapjaw gives you like a dismissive wave.
Oh, snap.
So the question is, which god should they worship?
It really depends on your practices. I know you worship a deity of the sun right now.
Yes, but we do not receive the same power or enlightenment that you two share.
So here is the question. each of our versions of this, each of our gods is different in a very fundamental way. His god is a god of mercy and all kindness. And do you want to jump in here? Would you say that's accurate?
No, I'm just. It's more of creativity and the celebration of life, in all stages of it. Your God is definitely more about
Law and
at least
order.
from what law
My-
and order is.
My
yeah.
god is the god of. He is the god who keeps pacts. When someone makes an oath and swears an oath and then breaks it, that greatly displeases him. He is a god of good law and,
Burns the
Upper-
shadows away.
well, that too. But yes.
Well, yeah, the lizard folk do keep their oaths. And I admit that creativity, as you say, we do not have much of a talent for it.
So Aminator then.
Go ahead and why don't you guys do persuasion rolls?
Okay.
Like Brahm's really slacking on his conversion.
Yeah, what kind of missionary are you?
the one that heals people. Yeah, I'm never gonna beat the
Florstan adding in his 2 cents. Okay. So
Is Florstan chaotic good or chaotic neutral?
It's relative. Chaotic good, mainly.
Okay. Just curious.
so Snapjaw kind of turns to Erevan and he says,
I believe your god aligns closest with our ways of the swamp. We would like to learn how to serve Aminator.
That is good to hear. With your permission, then, I shall bless you and dedicate you to Aminator. And if you are true to him, he shall surely send you visions of proper how to worship and follow him properly.
okay. So you're going to perform a ceremony?
Yeah, I need 25 GP of powdered silver. Technically, do you mind if I just take 25 gold pieces out of
No.
my inventory?
Yeah, just do the 25 gold off the inventory.
Just take 20.
Okay.
All right. So as Erevan is performing this ceremony,
Takes an hour, so I suppose that I'll also instruct him more
okay, that's fine.
during the ceremony.
You guys you guys kind of you're in the mess hall now, and Snapjaw says,
Perhaps we can use the church for this ceremony.
That's a good plan. Let's go there.
all right. So you guys head down into the church.
That was here, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Is there still that statue of the dragon god?
Yeah, and you can't fucking have it.
No, he's talking about
No.
like the 3
One I
foot
found
tall
the knife
one
in.
that's
Yeah, the one that I
made
have
of
in my
onyx.
inventory.
Yeah, the one you
We should
pulled the
pro-
dagger of venom out.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
probably clear this away.
The two of the lizard folk like grab it and they're like lifting it, and then they're like looking at you like, where do you want it?
Just put it in the side room for now.
Okay, they go take it down into this side room down here.
Yeah.
What does the rest of the party want to do while Erevan's shuffling,
Well,
ushering his people into the church?
I've got 6 unknown potions and I've got 2 rocks with carvings on them.
Okay.
So I'll be checking out the rocks and then the potions. Get a quick taste of each of them to find out what they are.
Whoa. I guess
Poison.
Yeah.
Definitely poison. Oh,
well, in that case, it was gonna be. You have to do sleight of hand checks, and if you mess up, you pour too much down your throat.
Well, do I recognize any of them on sight?
Yeah,
By
well,
looking at 'em?
once you kind of take the time to look over them, you find that one of them is a potion of greater healing. Okay, you have 2 potions of poison. And let's see, potion of cold resistance. And how many more do you have left?
That's that would be 4, so I have 2 left.
2 left. The other 2 are I forget the name of it. I think it's like a filter of oil. Let me see where it is.
Nope.
It's called something. There 2 of them are oil of slipperiness.
Oil of slipperiness.
Good.
Who wants some of these?
I'm gonna take the oil of slipperiness and then spend about 5 minutes manhandling the ham candle corner over here.
The what?
Yeah, I didn't catch that either.
Manhandle the ham candle. I'm gonna go jerk off with the oil.
You're gonna waste the oil of slipperiness on yourself?
Let's see.
Isn't that what it's
Hold
for?
on. I'm reading the info on it.
I'm
Let's
not being
see.
serious, by the way. That's
Applying the
all I
oil
do.
takes 10 minutes. The affected creature then gains the effect of freedom of movement spell for 8 hours. Nothing can stop your session.
Really handy against that one.
No,
Alternatively, the oil can be poured on the ground as an action where it covers a 10-foot square, duplicating the grease spell for 8 hours. I've got 2 of those. Cold resistance, 1 of those. I've got poison. Who wants poison?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a
The
lead.
guy with the poison knife wants the poison. Okay.
Double down. Okay.
I mean, my
That was
MO.
just potion of poison.
I think it's just called poison. Let me just double check. They have them listed.
Let's see. So rules item basic poison, poisoner's kit, potion of poison.
It's a potion of poison.
Okay, so it looks exactly like a healing potion,
Ruh-roh.
but it's poison.
That's awesome.
Take 3d6 poison damage when you drink it, and you must succeed on a DC 13 con save or be poisoned. At the start of each of your turns while you're poisoned this way, you take 3d6 poison damage. Yeah. At the end of each of your turns, you can repeat the saving throw. On a successful save, poison damage you take on your subsequent turn decreases by 1d6. Damn, that's a lot of damage.
That's good damage. All right, so as you guys are doing this, Grimith, you can also identify the stones with the time. Do you guys want to do anything while Aravan's holding his ceremony?
Lee will. I think there's the one room in the southeast corner of the main courtyard that it looks like I think we peeked our head in and didn't really go into. I'm kind of curious of exploring that.
Okay. Which one was that? Southwest corner?
It was the room right next to where they kept all the gold or treasure.
Upstairs?
No, next to the courtyard.
Next to the court. So the room you're in front of right now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can. That's fine. You can go in the. Let's see.
Oh, I see
Inside the room.
stairs.
Yeah, inside the room, you see that there are a couple lizard folk. In there, inside is what looks to be the castle's arsenal. There's shelves and racks filled with armor, weapons, arrows. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff looks pretty rusted. The arrows are all warped and haven't been used in a long time. A lot of the leather armor has been chewed away by like rats. The lizard folk, however, looks like they've turned it into kind of their base of operations. So it looks to be one of their rooms that they were storing some of the weapons that that they were given as payment. But otherwise, there's like a table, and the lizard folk like look up at you and like nod, but you don't see anything too much of value inside.
Next room over. Anything?
Sure. Inside there is the where is it? That's like kind of some empty rooms. You see this stairwell going up. Above it, there is actually a trap door that's blocking the ability to go up these stairs.
Okay, it's locked.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a lock, or like there's like something heavy on it that I can't push it open.
You're not sure. You don't see a lock or like a keyhole, but when you push on it, nothing. It's not moving. So it seems like it might be hammered down from the top.
And the other stairwell in the first room, the circular one, does that lead me to anywhere?
Yeah, that goes upstairs.
I'll walk up there and see what's up there.
Okie doke. This is it. Okay. Let's see up here. So this is more shelves of armor and weapons. Again, they're like these ones are actually in pretty good condition. You think that the lizard folk have brought some of their like better equipment up here to store.
Okay.
And then there's a door there's a door to the north, and when you kind of crack it open, you see that it leads to the tower where you guys had the fight with the Battletoads and the brothers. And then that stairwell leads down to the stables.
Oh, okay. I'll go back out.
Okay.
Back out to the courtyard. And then second question, unrelated to the game. How's my volume level coming in? I remember I was really quiet on the last one you recorded. Can you guys all hear me better this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming in good.
It is
Okay.
better. It's still a little low, but that just might be your voice.
Maybe that might be something you can change up on your end.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Bring everyone, if you can bring me up or bring everyone else down a notch to sort of put on the same level.
I'll bring you
Also,
up.
who's typing?
I think Grimmeth, maybe?
What?
You're typing?
Someone's typing.
Oh, I was, yes.
Oh, okay. It's a little loud.
It's that
Just FYI.
mechanical keyboard, son.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Is that you too? Who's that?
That's my keyboard.
Potentially banging away.
All right,
So
so
it's floor stand in the corner.
Grimmeth, you take some time to identify the stones. They are in fact sending stones, so you can add those in. If you want to link it to the chat to show everyone what it does.
I gotta find him.
It's fine. So Aravan, while you're performing the ceremony in the church, some of the other lizard folk come in. You see it seems to be a lot of the elite hunters too. Like 4 of them are elite, and the other 2 are regular. 2 of the guys that carried out the statue. Snapjaw is at the forefront, and you perform this ceremony of kind of like almost like a baptism or a dedication, I guess would be the name from your text.
Should I make a performance check to see if I like all the other lizard folk in attendance?
I would say, why don't you do performance, but add your religion modifier.
So my religion modifier is 0.
All right, we'll add it in. Okay. So you give a rousing speech, and you're doing a lot of it by memory because you've never done a dedication yourself, but you've seen many, and you're able to do it without any kind of stuttering or flubbing anything, and it seems to go relatively smooth. And as they like nod their heads and with you as you perform your ceremony, you kind of you rest your hand on top of his forehead, and you feel warmth come into you, and it seems like from every window in this small cathedral, the sunlight pours in and shines extra bright. It doesn't seem to be a shadow in this room, as all of the lizard folk are looking to you, as like this warmth pours through your body and kind of dissipates through your hand onto Snapjaw. And with that, Snapjaw looks up and he gives you like a nod, and he turns back to his lizard folk, and they too like all nod and kind of give themselves shake whatever greetings they do, where they're kind of like grasping their forearms and all patting each other on the shoulders and stuff like that.
Well, I'll salute them in return.
Okay. With that, I want to give you a proficiency in religion.
Oh,
and
sweet.
then it will be also like a custom feature. It will be called a friend of the lizard folk, and
Okay.
you will have advantage when persuading lizard folk.
Nice. Advantage on persuasion checks with lizard folk.
Okay.
Nice.
Man, everyone's keyboard loves making a million fucking noises.
My
Jesus.
keyboard isn't even mechanical. I don't know why it's so loud.
It's just the mic gains. Like I have a mechanical keyboard, but I use a headset, so I don't know if you guys catch a lot of outside noise for me.
Yeah, I'm using a headset too.
Oh,
Mechanical keyboard.
we'll just have to figure it out. Don't worry, Lee. Lee will take that out in a post edit. He's gonna handle all of that.
Yeah.
I can't edit around every keystroke. It'd take me fucking forever.
Sure you can.
All right, so Aravan's done with his ceremony. He kind of comes out, joins the rest of the group.
Where is the rest of the group on this map?
People are kind of spread out. Lee was roaming through some of the rooms.
There's Brown.
Brom and Grimmeth is in the mess hall. He was identifying. Floristan was persuading whoever would listen in the mess hall. It's like one lizard guy that's cleaning up, and Floristan keeps
You're
telling
with me,
him. He's I think he's pretending that he doesn't speak common, but you could have sworn he spoke common like an hour ago.
Hey man, I'm persuasive.
All right, so it seems like your next course of action would be going into the portal,
Okay.
or going down to the basement rather.
Yeah, I mean that seems like the next logical step.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna walk right into like a room full of cultists.
Well, it opens up to an open field, I was told.
Oh, okay.
The portal.
Yeah, it was like outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There was like a building in the not so distant distance.
That'll that's okay. That's good.
All right.
That's progress.
So you guys go ahead and you guys head down to the basement, and it looks to be cleared out. There's lizard folk kind of going to and fro the catacombs, and they're going in groups of 4 or more, and you can hear like distant sounds of battle. And one of the lizard folk mentions that they're just killing all the bullywug vermin. And you guys get to the portal. Your pile of bodies over in the corner is where you left it.
Oh yay!
The portal itself is quiet. There's no glowing or anything from it, but you're able to see that it doesn't look like anyone's been into it or anything like that since you've been there.
Good to know.
Let's take you guys to the dungeon. second. Ah, I know why. You guys can see where you're at, right?
Over here.
For some reason, this character does not have sight.
Get some sight.
Guess
Something gonna happen down here?
No.
The body's gonna rise.
I know.
Attack again.
We demand a rematch, and they all.
Brahm revivifies them. Alright. There we go. Alright, so you guys go back into the portal, and you're standing in front of it, and you feel the who's wearing the ring of the gust of wind, the wall gust of what's it called?
I was.
What?
The wall of wind.
The air amulet.
Yeah, the air. Oh, yeah, the amulet. Sorry.
Yeah, I still got it out.
Okay, you can
Air
feel it
amulet.
almost. It almost feels like it's getting colder as you get closer to the portal.
Did we learn we have to say something to open the portal?
Yeah, we found out what that word was. I don't know. I didn't put it in my notes.
Doesn't
I
mean I'm
know
gonna
that.
say it. Try walking in without using it.
Nope, nothing happens.
I try again.
The same result.
Well, guys.
Give us a hand. Hold on. Did you give us a handout on that? Because I know we found the instructions.
Yeah, you guys found the password.
Yeah.
It was Drazir.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
the-
chilled air
and
amulet.
did the air amulet need to be used, or that was something separate? It wasn't related to opening the portal.
Well, the portal, what you guys had found out was that it could be activated by a wind spell. But you also, in Resmir's room, you found the command word was Drazir. So you believe that it could be activated both ways. And it looks like Born Grey had the amulet, and that's the way he was using it to activate.
I see.
An overachiever. He could just say a word.
Well, maybe he wasn't given the command word.
Oh snap!
Yeah. With your dealings with the cultists so far, you find that they're very jealous and like a jealous
Compartmentalized.
organization. Yeah, they compartmentalize. They have their own factions and goals. They're not all on the same page necessarily.
Well, we want to get in there.
Yeah, I mean, unless
No.
yeah,
No.
let's go.
All right. We all ready? Then I say, just here. Princess and me.
So as you say the command word, the portal starts churning and spinning, and the glow gets brighter. And Florstan and Brahm, you can kind of feel yourselves getting pulled towards the portal. From where you're standing.
Odex.
Floristan, there's no running from this. We're going through the portal.
Hold my hand.
I hold Floristan's hand and we go through the portal.
All right,
Skip along.
you guys like go ahead and you see Floristan closing his eyes as you guide him through the portal. The portal churns as it you guys all kind of slip right through this glowing. It almost looks liquid as you're passing through, but there's no moisture in it. And immediately, as you guys walk through the portal, you step through, and you're in this. You come out into this forest, and I'll get your tokens on there in a second. You guys step out, and this brisk chill hits you of what looks to be kind of like a sparsely wooded forest. You can see it's thicker in other places.
It's all black to me.
It must be nighttime. I cannot see anything.
Is it nighttime?
There we go.
No, it's not. It's probably if you guys did the ceremony, it's probably like late afternoon or so.
Well, no, we long rested before we went to talk to Snapjaw. That was like morning time, so it should be like noonish max.
Well,
right?
are we assuming we're in
Perfect
the same
time.
time zone?
Perfect. I did the ceremony at the right time. At noon.
I don't see much.
Okay, let me go ahead and fix this.
It's all black over here. Like I can see inside over here something.
Yeah.
Something over here. I don't think there's any light being emitted right now.
We're
That's
The
Let's
light
see.
no, it's got to be light inside the building. I don't think that's light reflecting off the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like you guys.
There's no light outside. It's all light inside.
You guys are kind of like looking into some of the windows.
He just walks right in. Oh no, I can see. That's so weird.
That's a wall. You can't walk through that.
Oh, I just did apparently.
Everyone
so
is
it must not be a wall.
Yeah, don't actually
Hey.
don't actually move through through rooms, please. On this
Oh
map
yeah,
in particular.
sorry.
I don't want to have to lock you guys down. It'd be too much.
So we appear in front of a building.
Yes. Who am I missing? Anyone?
I still can't see anything. Oh, you're just getting tokens on.
I should have all the tokens. We have
I
it.
can't see other tokens. I can see me, but
Uh,
I think there's just no light over here around me.
Yeah, just put a light source on the outside of the building. That should light up everything else,
Yeah.
like a big one.
okay. Let me do that.
Or multiple.
I should fix that. All right, give me a second. Let me add some light. Utility, light rock.
Lathander said, "Let there be light."
How's that? Can you guys see now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, it's like 2 buildings.
Put
Or...
one over here too, so we can see over there.
sure.
Maybe up here. I can't. Well, might just be.
No, it looks like
I
it's
see.
definitely one building.
Yeah.
We need to make a decision here pretty quickly, I think.
We can't really.
There's wood-
There we go.
There's woods behind us, right?
Yeah, you guys are in the woods, so you guys aren't actually this close to the lodge. You can see it in the distance. It's probably, maybe 300 feet or less, maybe 200 so feet. But you can see it in the distance, and it'll take you a little bit to travel there. I mean, not that long, but you guys have like come upon the lodge.
Okay, we need to move.
Like,
Do we?
words?
We're 300 feet away.
Yeah, but if this is where the portal lets out, and this is where they've been taking treasure in and out of, I'm sure they have people watching this to see when treasure's coming in. So we need to either move or we're gonna get ambushed, right?
I mean, we're still in cultist tropes. They don't know anything happened on the other side.
Are we?
Yeah,
Are we?
this is the picture of the lodge.
Oh shit, dragon, run!
Yes.
Oh no!
No dragons
Inside
there.
inside building, run, hurry!
So you guys come up to the lodge, and you guys can see that where is it? Yeah, you guys, like I said, you guys are in the woods.
This is the only thing we see anywhere, right? It's just woods in this building.
It's woods and
No-
this building. The sun is high in the sky. It's like a brisk, chill morning. You guys can tell you're in a much colder area, and also that the air's thinner. You seem to be high up in the mountains. You can see mountains in the distance, and like I said, it's a pretty serene forest around you with snow kind of littering some caravans.
So, it looks to be a pretty big lodge, right?
Yes.
Pretty big building.
Yep.
Yeah, 3
Let me
stories.
see the picture of it.
I suggest that we circle around the building and try and see if we can see another entrance. A big building like that probably has a servant's entrance,
Well, you can
or
see
like
it
a
in
back
the
door.
bottom right. You see the little
Can?
entrance
We can.
on the picture. Yeah.
I don't know if that applies.
I closed the picture. Where's the picture?
It
Yeah,
should
it's
be-
in your journal.
Yeah, it'll be listed in your journal now.
Castle.
Episode-
No, not Castle Narratar. Introduction to
Episode
episode 7. Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yep. That is a second door.
Yes, seems to be over here-ish.
Are you guys looking on the picture?
Yeah.
And on the
Yeah,
picture,
I see
yeah,
what
there's
you're
a
But
door.
I don't see it on the map. Based on the map, it should be.
That seems to go into like the basement.
It should be like right here.
Yeah, but we're on like level 1.
Yeah, I don't think it's
The
listed
map.
on there.
So if there's like a basement, that would go to the basement level.
Could just be a fancy show door.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's the level 1 map, and that would be the basement. Yeah, I see what you're
Yep.
saying.
Okay.
Is there a basement door there?
Is there a basement map? Or is that not like a real...
No, I think they did the it's separate from the map, so I would just ignore the door. There's no door
Oh.
there. There is no door.
I must be
Convenient
seeing
answer,
things,
DM.
guys.
There is no door.
So if we do a quick walk around the building, is there any other entrance, or is it the front door the only one?
You see the front door. Walking around, you can see that around the building,
I'll just
there's a couple separate ones. What looks to be a stable, and then a separate building that is similar to the stable but doesn't have the double doors. It instead has like single doors off to the side.
But for this building, it's the front door is the only door. I'll
Yes.
drag my token
Yeah.
around.
I mean, there might be one behind, but you guys haven't walked all the way around yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we start walking, we're gonna start walking around because we're looking for a less obvious door.
Okay.
Or, you know, attention-seeking door.
I'll just send Taco to scout around
Okay.
the building.
Okay.
And a hawk swoops down. He's dead.
Because he's pretty stealthy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Taco, did you add him already?
What?
You added Taco to go scout?
Well, yeah, I sent him to go scout. I haven't added him to the map or anything.
Okay, that's fine. So you send Taco around
Unless
back.
you want me to.
Go ahead and do a stealth check.
Sure, let me pull up his.
And what are you guys wearing?
We're still wearing cultist robes.
Still
aren't we?
wearing the
Yeah.
cultist robes, okay?
Guess so.
Stealth.
And are you guys trying to be stealthy in the woods?
Not like suspiciously so.
Not suspiciously stealthy, but not overt.
We're not doing like the walking on our tiptoes. Our hands go up each step we take.
Okay. All right. So you send Taco around. He does. You can look through his eyes, and you see the what one building looks to be the stables, and the other building seems like maybe a dog kennel or something. You can see the. You can see like the tracks of what looks to be a lot of animals, and there's single doors, and there's like a little doggy door built into it. The doggy door seems to take up almost half of the bottom of the door, which is interesting. But otherwise, around back there is a well, and there is actually a back door. It looks like a servant's quarters door or a kitchen door or something like that. It's not as elaborate as the front door where you guys are located.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Want to start making our way around?
Yeah,
All right.
might as well.
What do you guys want to do?
When he tells us that the taco found a back door, we're gonna head around to the back.
Sounds good.
I think I see a non-spoiler alley. I can drag my guy down to get to the other side.
Yes.
Yep. That's certainly the way Taco went.
All right. So I will.
Wait, I'm getting. Oh, that's. It actually continues. Oh, that's also. Wait, where the hell did everyone go?
To the right of the building,
Way in the
there's
back,
a small
homie.
pathway.
Or you can go to the
there
left.
it is.
The
there
left
it
works
is.
too. It was less spoilery.
Less spoilery. That's right.
All right. I will perception check the door for any traps in regards to opening it.
Okay.
And Brahm is just going to start making motions like no more talking.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna
Really, really quiet.
dismiss Taco.
So Lee, as you're checking the door, Brahm, you notice that as you guys are making your way around the building, you notice that in the woods there seems to be what looks like a small party of looks like humanoids in the distance, but it seems like they're kind of patrolling the woods,
Okay.
but it's hard to make out what they are or who they are.
Yeah, so definitely Brahm is motioning is quiet. we need to get inside or quickly.
Okay, Lee.
So at this point, hang on. I'm just gonna speak up to the party and say, hold on. I recognize this lodge.
Oh, you've been metagaming too, have you?
Oh, really?
No,
Reading
not
the
metagaming.
DM
Not
that's
metagaming. Just forgetting about something that the DM told me that he just had to remind me about.
Conversation, I say.
Apparently,
Where are we?
my mother had a painting of this lodge, and I remember that from my
What the-
childhood.
Don't you hate your mom?
Such useful information.
Doesn't like his mom. He didn't like his mom terribly
rule
much, but he
breaker.
doesn't hate his mom. He liked his mom when he was actually being raised by his mom, but then he was brainwashed by
Painting.
Yeah, painting.
Yes. Anything
Painting.
significant about this painting, or you just remember it?
No,
So your
I
mom's
just
involved.
remember it. This is the exact lodge. Apparently, I am completely sure that this is the exact lodge.
I too
did
have
she ever-
seen paintings.
Did she ever tell you what this lodge was?
No.
Okay, so you recognize it, but that provides no additional
So no
information.
useful information.
Oh, she said she had business at this lodge at some point.
Oh, okay.
So
is
my
it
mom
like sketchy
apparently
business?
this lot. Yes, almost certainly. She said it was a gift to herself with a wink.
Oh,
So it's a brothel.
Damn. It's his mama, man.
I think it's more likely that she stole the painting.
Okay.
My mother was not a very virtuous woman.
And you
But
told us all
I don't
this?
think. Yeah.
You guys are like, Aravan's like whispering this to you as you guys had made your way around, and you're like, "Hey guys, I know this place.
I've seen this
So-
place before. My mom had been to this place.
So
I-
just to be clear, someone painted a picture of the lodge, hung it up in the lodge, and then your mom stole it.
That looks like it.
seems
that's
to
what
be
I'm
the
surmising.
case.
I mean, I think there's pictures of the Empire State Building inside.
So Lee, does
I heard
So,
it with
side note, from where I'm standing, I can see someone inside the lodge. There is if we go through that door, there are definitely people on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, Lee, you don't detect any traps on the door, and it also seems to be unlocked.
also seems to be what?
Unlocked.
Okay. I just walk in like I'm supposed to be there.
Okay. So,
Fake it till you make it.
yep. You go.
Do
You
I need a
open.
deception roll.
Not yet. You go.
Okay.
You open the door and you walk in, and inside you see that there's a handful of cultists in there. You walk like right into the kitchen. You walked right into the kitchen, and they're in there, and they're kind of like busy getting things ready, and it looks to be like they're going in and out and getting lunch or late lunch ready. And the spacious kitchen is just a hive of activity. There's a large stove over on one wall, and it's roaring with a fire and a bubbling stew pot. You can have smells of venison coming through. Onions and herbs are crisscrossing the ceiling. It's a very, very like well-stocked kitchen. Inside, you see that two of the they're listed just as they have the same token, but two of them are women and two of them are men, and they're all, like I said, just very busy at work. When you kind of step in, they kind of give you stares like you're not supposed to be in the kitchen, but otherwise they see your robes and don't think anything of it really. They just don't want you
I
in the
give one of the
kitchen.
women. I give one of the women a wink as I keep walking in.
I do a what's your charisma? Just do a straight charisma.
Ah, shit.
Not good.
Oh wow! Oh, 1 and a
I just
20.
look like I'm
Does he
fat.
blink both
I just
eyes?
look like I'm 0. So I just look like I'm spazzing.
She just gives like an angry shake of her head and gets back to work. And finally, one of the guys speaks up, and he looks to be the main chef, and he's like, "What are you guys doing in here? You don't belong in the kitchens."
We take shortcut. Mind your freaking business.
Shortcut. You can go into the dining room, or you'll be served. Don't bother us while we're cooking. You know how Talus is.
Yes. Where is Talis, by the way?
What kind of question is that? She's upstairs as usual. Now go out into the small hall and wait for the lunch to be served. I tell you,
Okay.
these cultists think
I
they
heard
just
lunch.
own the place.
Which door does he motion me towards here?
The one south. He motions like over either in this direction, or he was pointing over here in this direction. Either of those doors.
Okay. Well, I already made my way towards the southwest door a little bit, so I just keep going like that was my plan all along.
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow behind.
Yeah,
I heard
just-
food.
I
so
wave the rest of the crew along, like, "Come on, guys, catch up."
I'll give a quick wave to the chef.
So everyone's just like barreling through the kitchen, and you're just like, what the hell?
Is there any food that I can steal?
Oh, lovely.
You want to try to grab something while you're wandering through?
Yeah.
All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I mean, if there's something to grab, then I want to grab it.
I mean, there's a couple loaves of bread, but the other stuff are mostly raw ingredients.
No, I'm taking a raw ingredient. I want something that's like not edible.
All
I
right.
just want to steal it to steal it.
You got a choice between like onions, herbs, potato.
No, like skinned animals or anything.
No, that this meat is busily being prepared by one of the cooks.
Okay, fine. I'll take an onion.
All right. Go ahead and do a sleight of hand with advantage, since they're busy at work. All right. So you scoop up what looks to be a red onion that has not been sliced yet.
I bite into it.
All right. Get a nice bite into the onion. It's putrid stench kind of hits your nostrils, and your eyes immediately start to water. It is a nice fresh onion though, and it's just pungent.
White onion,
No.
not a sweet yellow
Advantage
onion.
on all single checks for the next hour.
No con saves or anything.
Nah, that's an onion, dude. You don't have
Alright.
a con save for an onion.
So I guess we're moving along.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you.
Come on.
He comes through this door.
Yeah, you
Which
guys.
door are we
Door
taking?
into a hallway.
This door?
How Brom get ahead of me? Well, you magic man, you jump ahead.
No, I'm
I
just
ain't
walking
fun.
through the kitchen, trying not to disturb anyone.
Yeah. So you guys are in this hallway. It looks like there's kind of a where Floorstan's standing. There is a door that it looks like just kind of a small interior door. You think that's leads back towards the front, and where you guys are at, it the corridor looks to be kind of either side. There's also small doors.
Where? Who's standing? Florestan? or
Floorstan's standing at the door. That it's kind of like a swinging door. There's no lever or knob on it, and it kind of opens up
Oh, I
into a hallway.
Okay. Lee's going to just proceed straight for lack of better idea where to go.
Okay. All right. So you go into this room. and inside you see that what looks to be like kobolds are just kind of lining the walls, and they're huddled in like these like groups, sleeping. As you step into the room, a foul odor permeates this unfinished room. It's filled with like, let's say 20 or so kobolds. Half of them are sleeping, half of them are kind of awake, like looking at you, but it seems like they're resting during the day. And you see the window to the right is boarded up and has like a curtain to keep the light out.
I notice a door to my right, headed back down south, and I just push on through to that one.
Okay. Into that room is a bath. There's a bath and a little bench and everything to kind of wash up. There is you see like the bath kind of doubles as an area to do laundry and such, but otherwise there's nothing of interest in here.
All right, just keep going.
All right, pressing forth
Make
into.
room for the rest of the group to join me.
Could we be following you?
Yeah.
I mean, are you guys gonna make friends with the kobolds?
It's up to you.
Snuggle up to one. Maybe wash your cultist robe in the bath.
Oh,
I'll head down this door to the south.
Okay, Brom. You
Split
go
the
into
party.
the room that Brom's in. It looks to be like the linen room. It's like a large linen room. There's shelves of linens. There's just stacks of tablecloths, blankets, banners, rolled up rugs. It's just where they store everything. You don't see anything particularly interesting except for one of the banners has 5 stripes on it, with colors black, blue, green, red, and white. And it looks to be the banner looks to have the sections where you could slip it onto a lance or a spear.
Grab that.
Not
Yeah.
there.
I'll take a closer look at it because I've been seeing lots of iconography for like Tiamat and that sort of stuff, and yeah, that definitely screams something. So it's just the 5 chromatic colors,
Mhm.
and it looks like you can put on like a banner standard
Yep.
or like a okay.
Yeah, you could. It looks to be more like not a vertical one, but like a horizontal one that you would attach to like a flagpole or a lance or a spear, something like that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll leave it be. I'll just kind of take mental note that it's there for right now, and then just, hello.
Poke my head in here. What are you doing?
Uh, just walking through the rooms like you are. You should probably get back with the rest of the party. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Still bitter. You guys
Did
are
you-
still at a
So I see a bunch of
Did you
bookshelves
find
in this
anything in
room.
here?
Well, it's just the banner. That's about it. You
Well,
know. Do you want some sheets? Do you need some sheets or like
I think I could use that
a
banner.
towel? You could get some towel to wipe the blood off your hands. That'd be nice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No one died.
Yeah, just threatening innocence because they won't submit to your will. Yeah, that's real good. Real good.
I never claimed to be good. I claimed to be an agent of the law.
Yeah, just why don't we go get back with the party? Let's
I like
keep it.
Sure.
passive aggressive Brom.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab that tapestry and head back south. Or not
now
tapestry, banner. You said it was?
Yes. Yep.
Banner. Okay. How heavy is that?
I mean, like.
Can you even walk with it?
Yeah, no, it's like
Nope.
you just fall
wait.
over from the too
Okay.
much.
Is this like Skyrim? You pick
Yep.
up a
Yep. One flower or
bowl of
mushroom.
soup and then
You just topple over.
Okay.
In this room, anything good? Fancy rug. A little too big.
I see a bunch of books and stuff
Yes, there is.
and a desk, which I'll be heading over.
Let's see if we
Take a
can
quick look.
Yeah, let's see if we can look at the books and see if we can identify anything of importance here. See if we can maybe there will be a book of religion and we can see it. Basically, look for anything about Tiamat. See if we can confirm that this place is associated with the cult.
Well, considering there are
We
cultists
just
in
walk-
here,
yeah.
Good point.
There's
think-
a portal. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is.
The
And
kitchen
they have
staff,
the
all
5-color
those
banner
cultists.
that you found. Yeah.
So inside, there's stout beams overhead. They're stained black with smoke from the fireplace. Nice, comfortable table, chairs, small wardrobe. There's like a suit of dull black armor in the corner of the room that is decoration. Large tapestry shows 3 hounds dragging down a white boar, and the tapestry itself actually kind of gives like a shimmer with a weird reflection of almost like a light. But like a shimmer, like a metallic shimmer almost to the tapestry.
very fancy.
I'll take a look at the tapestry, see if there's anything unusual about it.
Okay. Go ahead and do an Arcana check.
Oh boy, that's my. Do we want to spend 10 minutes here, guys? Arcana.
But while I identify it,
No, while I see if it's even magical in the first place.
Well, for the
Well,
five,
you could just identify it.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, you're not sure what this tapestry is. You believe it is something magical, but other than that, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll take a look. If Brom
Yeah.
thinks it's something magical, I'll take a quick.
Yeah, Grimmeth, this definitely is up your alley of expertise. You want to take a quick look at it?
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
There it is. So 22 work.
Nice. Okay. So you believe that this, or you're pretty certain that this tapestry is a portal and can transport you
Oh,
to wherever it's set to transport.
some sort of teleportation device. No idea where the destination is or how to use it, but
Well, then let's
maybe it's
stay-
some sort of escape route.
Yeah, good to remember. Don't touch it yet.
Also, back at the castle, I did get these sending stones, where we can once a day whisper to someone at any distance.
Sending stones only work once a day.
I put the text in the
Oh yeah.
once per dawn.
All right. Well,
So, who wants the other one? Do you guys want me to have the other one?
you should
I don't
hold on
think
to
we're
one,
gonna-
and then if we're gonna send someone off, we'll give them the other.
Yeah. So
We'll
before we go anywhere, here's a desk, right?
Yes,
also-
there is like a desk there.
Does it have drawers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I open it.
Inside the desk, you find some writing utensils, some parchment. Really nothing of value unless you wanted some stationery. But,
No,
But yeah.
I was more hoping to find any documents of importance.
How about the
No,
desk near
does-
me?
doesn't
Or
look to
something.
be anything incriminating. Over by you, Grimmeth, this table looks to be kind of where they're thrown some of the kind of like hunting gear, and it's very close to the tapestry of the 3 hounds that are dragging down the white boar. And on it you can see there's a long bow, a quiver full of arrows, like some leather belts. It looks to be kind of some excess hunting gear that just needs to be like quickly grabbed if they're using anything.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave those there. Where was the tapestry?
Kind of over by Grimmeth, next to the window, so
here.
like right here. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, let's try the left door. Unless anyone else has something they want to check.
No,
Okay,
the way.
so that's a tiny, tiny, tiny room.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we all squeezed in here.
Damn.
And I'll step through to here.
Okay. So you go into the open foyer.
I will follow behind.
Yeah, in here, this is the central hallway. It has these like nice stairs going up, large wooden doors, and then a set of fine plate armor on display. Flanking the main entrance are two freestanding suits of elven plate armor, and they're both coated in this kind of green paint. It's kind of chipping, the green paint is. And next to the base of the stairs are two, like full size, like the same size as you, demonic statues.
So these are statues,
Mhm.
and these are armor.
Yeah,
Down here.
down south. Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Plate armor, you said?
Yes.
How much
Does it
room do you
look-
have in that bag of holding?
Yeah, I know. Does it look like legit plate armor, or is it like decorative, ornamental, old? Clearly, if the paint's chipping, it's not great. But
Now the paint looks to be only chipping because they were applied afterwards. Underneath, it looks like the armor itself is in excellent condition.
Now, I think it might be a little suspicious if we show up and a bunch of things are missing.
Yeah.
Obvious things. I mean, onions aren't really obvious, but
speak for yourself. That stew's gonna taste all different.
giant pieces of
Uh,
plate
just- okay.
armor.
All right,
It's
so
going to be a
I
little
guess
suspicious if we just showed up.
Lee was getting ready to pocket it when you point that out. He's like, "Oh, good point. Maybe we get on the way out." Yeah. Good idea.
Not to
Yeah,
mention,
there
it'd
you
be pretty cumbersome and loud taking that apart and putting it in your bag of holding.
We take it after we kill everyone. Got it. I mean, I didn't say that. If anyone listening, I'm just pretending.
Okay, Let's check this room. Down at the bottom.
Okay. All right, Ervin, you go down into that room, and what you see inside is another very well furnished room. In here, it's comfortable, it's warm. There is another large fireplace providing warmth to the room. Stuffed leather chairs. On the table, there's some smoked sausages and candles. This time, you see tapestry again, but it's different. It's a magnificent tapestry with a white stag above a valley. There's a pair of green dragons soaring overhead, and there's deer, boars, and hedgehog all hiding among the leaves and trees below. Inside on the walls, you see that there's a trophy or two. Two mountain goat heads, an elk's head with a 10-point rack, giant eagle's head with talons underneath, a metallic bull's head, a griffin's head with 4 claws, and then the head of a white-furred boar with tusks that are like exceptionally long. Otherwise, the room itself seems empty.
And a community bowling champion trophy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna help himself to a sausage as long as they're there.
All right.
Sausage. Wait, you mentioned sausages?
Yeah, there's some smoked
Yes, on the
sausage.
table.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
No. I'll grab one as
Ervin will
well.
stop him. You don't
I'll
know
pick
where
one up
those
with
have
mage
been.
hand and bring it to my.
Pretty
Okay.
equal.
Hey,
Okay.
you
Have
guys-
your
Considering the
sausage.
other tapestry was
From-
magical, I'm gonna check out this one as well.
Yeah.
So this one doesn't. You can do an Arcana, but there's no like shimmer or sheen to it. It doesn't appear to be magical, but it is very well made, and you believe like you could sell it for a good amount of money. Unfortunately, it's a heavy and large tapestry on the wall.
Okay, can you put into chat the description of the tapestry and the description of the trophy heads on the wall?
No.
No?
Let me see. Let me see if I
Okay,
copy
can
it
you
over.
in that case, can you list what so you listed a bunch of animals and stuff on the that are pictured on the tapestry, right?
Yeah, I'll link it in the chat for you. Let's see.
Got Sherlock Aravan over here. Thinks he
Yeah.
sees something.
I think I might have spotted something, but I want to be sure.
Mm-hmm. Getting more DM secret messages. By the way, your mom told you that the tapestries are magic.
Didn't get a damn secret message.
All right. So the things. Let's see. You want a list of what's on the tapestry? So.
Yeah, and a list of the trophies on the walls.
Oh boy.
Because I
And the
mean, that's all
cost
things. That's
associated
all
with
things
them
that
as
I can
well.
immediately see, right?
Yeah.
And for Lee's sake, the cost for them as well. How much you can sell for.
Oh, the tapestry he believes he could sell for anywhere between 200 and 500 gold.
Not worth the wait. I'm like more efficient now.
Yeah, that's only 40 platinum pieces. 2 and 500 gold. Yeah, that's only like 500 platinum pieces at most.
It's still heavy and big.
Like 50 platinum pieces rather.
All right, that's the tapestry. The trophies are let's see, 2 fine mountain goat heads. Okay. Elk's head,
Yeah, there goes my theory.
10 point.
Yeah, it's already different than the animals on the.
I thought that there was only one thing among the trophies that wasn't on the tapestry.
Oh no.
All different.
So you guys recognize all the animals except for the metallic bull's head.
I don't recognize the bull.
Well, it's made out of metal.
Okay.
Griffin head, white furred boar.
You can do if any of you want to do a I think survival, or no, is there something that not history, arcana, I think survival to like identify animals.
Nature?
Nature's the right one, but I'll only allow one of you to do it.
I'm a city boy.
I don't
City boy.
I don't have nature.
have proficiency in nature.
If no one has proficiency, it should be the highest in bonus.
I've got jack of all
Well,
trades.
you're looking at the
Oh yeah.
fucking wizard right
What's
here.
that give you? So what's your nature bonus? +2?
Yeah.
What are these bonuses?
Mine is +4.
and
Then you win.
intelligence stuff you're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
Like proficiency. Alright, Grimmeth, you recognize the metallic bullhead as actually something that is organic and not just was created. And you recognize this as a creature, like a mythical creature known as a Gorgon.
Floristan does not believe you.
Well, it's no big deal. Just wait till we actually see one. If
Well,
there's
if that's
then-
the only mythical, oh no, the griffin head is also mythical.
Yeah, right.
Calm down, Shalab. We go upstairs. We go find.
Hang on,
what's
hang
the
on.
place?
I'm gonna inspect the griffin head.
Okay,
pulls up the
Um,
monster manual.
go ahead and do it. I guess. All right, you inspect the griffin head. Do an investigation roll.
There's just too much damn stuff in this room, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's like a trophy room. Okay. Inside like around the griffin head, you see that there's a compartment where inside is stashed
Oh.
a potion of healing.
Oh, nice. Everyone check the trophies. Seriously, check the trophy heads.
I'm gonna check behind the tapestry. Is there a safe?
No.
Oh.
You lift the tapestry, there's no wall safe.
can we keep moving before we get discovered poking our nose
Yeah.
where we shouldn't be?
I'm gonna take a quick look on the desk as well and see if
Okay.
You take a look at the desk. I'm gonna check the other mythical piece.
I was checking on top of the desk, not opening drawers or anything.
Again, more writing utensils. There are some notes.
Just stationary.
Yeah, there's some notes about hunting spots around the woods in the area, but other than that, nothing of note.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing of use and nothing else? Okay.
Nothing of immediate use.
North door then?
It's this strangely empty mansion, lodge thing.
Yeah, there's I mean, the cooks you can hear are working. You can hear them going through the doors and walking around. And there actually does seem to be activity on the other side of the door, the north door that you guys are at.
Right here?
Yeah, it sounds like the cooks and stuff going in between.
Maybe we should go back into that stairway entrance with the plate armor and go through the
Lee's already through.
east door instead. Lee's
I'll
already
work my way
okay.
through. It's just another
The
hallway.
east door?
Yeah.
There is
No,
no
west
east door.
door, west door.
Yeah, Lee,
This
you
door.
just see the cooks
Yes.
like opening up the doors, and you hear them like chattering to whoever's behind the doors on the left, and they're handing them plates of food, like a tray of food, and then the door closes, and you hear like a thank you and stuff, and the cooks go back to the kitchen.
Okay.
But they're just like
I assume we
rustling.
can't poke around, and it's just a dining room. So I head back into the main entranceway. or
Okay.
whatever that
What about over here?
foyer.
It's just a guest room. Aravan, so you open the door, and inside there's two cultists eating, and they look up, and they're like, yes, praise Tiamat. Can we help you,
Praise
brother?
Tiamat. Praise Tiamat. Wrong room.
Oh, okay.
So what about this stair that we presumably would have noticed in the kitchens?
It was going down. You're not sure. It looked like it was going downstairs.
Which probably means also we might not have noticed it very well. Came in and went the other way.
So do we want to check that out?
Well, there's these stairs right here.
We're going
Yeah.
upstairs.
Go upstairs.
It's going up. You guys going
Up the
upstairs?
stairs, up the stairs, up the stairs.
Okay, I guess we're going upstairs, not down.
Okay.
We don't want to get trapped underground. It's harder to escape that. We can always jump out a window upstairs.
All right.
Speak for yourself.
Give me a second. Okay. All right. So you guys walk up the stairs, and around you can see that this stair has a pathway that overlooks the foyer. So it's like a raised foyer. Up here again, it
There's no light.
yeah. I'll add the light in. So demanding.
Well, just didn't know if he knew or not.
Ah, yes.
It's
That'll-
just, it's the thin air.
There you go.
went
The
up
light
flight of
shines
stairs
through the
and
windows.
blinded you.
Yeah. So yeah, up here again, it's very well maintained. This hunting lodge seems to be very clean. The servants are doing their jobs. The cooks are creating good meals. You didn't. You can kind of gauge from looking at the claw marks on the wooden floor that it looks like the kobolds are the butlers and servants and maids, and they do all the dirty work, the Charlie work, if you will.
Aravan, did your mom ever mention where this lodge is?
Nope.
Ever mention anything about this lodge? other
Frankly,
than-
I'm surprised. Although we must be far away, because my homelands are far from where we were, far to the east. She can't have traveled that far.
Far east.
Well, relatively far. Oh wait, far to the south. Wait, this doesn't make sense. My character is from the borderlands, which are far to the south and east, in a relatively warm area. And you
Well,
said
we're
this is a
in-
freezing cold alpine. I guess it could be up in a mountain.
Yeah, up in a
Did
mountain.
she ever get sent anywhere? Like
She was a smuggler.
okay. So I mean, not necessarily where she lived. She could have gone on some kind of trade route.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Anyway, she tell you nothing except beautiful picture of building we don't know nothing about. Okay.
I'm terribly
good to
sorry.
know.
I'm terribly sorry. I don't remember more from my misspent childhood.
So you guys are like
of which door?
you guys are like clomping around, and you see like the door to the southwest open, and a guy walks out of it, and he's you see he's fully armored, and he looks like he is dressed as a warrior. He's wearing armor. He has his weapons on his belt. Has like a no nonsense look about him, and he sees you guys roaming around, are Grimmeth and Aravan, and he's like, "What are you guys making all this noise out here? We're trying to have a meeting."
terribly
Hey,
sorry.
club meeting.
I know this guy. Time out. I know this guy. Steve Irwin, is that you?
No,
Steve?
What?
not Steve Irwin.
No, Steve bullshit. I
Crikey.
know you. Steve
Crikey,
bullshit.
this is a knife.
My name's Sorvik. And what are you guys doing upstairs? You know you're not allowed up here.
Yeah, but how about them crocodiles though? You still wrestling them?
Crocodiles. If you're talking about the ambush drakes, then yeah, I've wrestled one or two. Now get back downstairs where you belong.
Well, that's what I was talking about. I want to see you wrestle one. What are you doing right now? You want to go wrestle some gators?
I got no time for wrestling. Get out from here and go downstairs where you belong.
While Florestan is distracting him with that inane conversation, Lee is gonna try to sort of stealth his way up next to him and take a peek in the room, see who's having the meeting.
Yeah.
Past him or to the door to your left?
Well, to the open door. That's the one.
He
to
came
the
from
left,
here, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay. Or
yeah,
just like look around him.
he closed the door
I'm just trying
behind him. There, yeah.
Oh.
Aravan's going to do the same thing except with this room, and he's going to mention for Ram to follow.
All right, so are you going to try to be stealthy about it?
Yes.
Do a stealth.
Actually,
Hey, yeah, let's have
I'm
the two
totally
heavily
fucked.
armored dudes.
Totally fucked.
before
A 3. So like,
your bullshit yet. I've got some bullshit. I can do.
Yeah, surely his distraction gives me
Yeah.
advantage.
No, so I'm
Yeah,
going
but
to.
you're at disadvantage anyways from plate armor.
Right, but the distraction gives me advantage, which make it a 14 instead.
I have a spell to cast. I do that.
enthrall. All right, we can here make a wisdom save. Any creature that can't. All right, so it's gonna be perception checks. Now, do they? It doesn't say. It seems like they don't notice it, right?
No, right.
Well, it's verbal, but
Yeah, I'm talking about wrangling gators and it distracts them.
You're like verbally
gotta-
like, oh yeah, wrangling gators, or whatever
Yeah.
your spellcasting
Just
sounds like.
subtly.
Right. Yeah. So
surprised you didn't do suggestion to get him to wrangle some gators.
Yeah, you leave a distracting string
could have
of
done that
words.
too. Could have done that.
All right, so an 8
Eight.
looks like.
Does not do it.
All right, so he failed, and he has disadvantage on perception checks.
So wouldn't that be passive anyway? How do you even do that?
I
I
can
didn't
roll.
make
For,
the game,
I
man.
can roll for
Well-
perception while you guys are roaming
Passive
around.
would take a -5 to passive perception
Oh.
with disadvantage. A +5 with advantage.
We'll just do
That's how
perception 'cause
passive.
he's like trying to peek over your shoulder as you guys are dicking around at the doors and stuff, and yeah. So he doesn't notice. He doesn't notice Aravan plow through the door. Like you see Aravan, like the door's stuck. So instead of like opening it quietly, he like throws his shoulder into the door to knock it open. Inside Aravan, you see the room's dark, a little chilly. Inside there's a bed that is covered with blankets and furs. A small desk over on the side has an unlit oil lamp on it. A washstand, a chamber pot, and a brazier of coals. You do notice the window is shuttered closed.
Great. We busted the door open into a bedroom.
Yeah.
All right, back
Yeah.
back over here at the veteran. Sorvik's like, oh, if you guys don't get downstairs right now, it's going to be some trouble.
Whoa, Steve! No, we're having a conversation here,
It's
bud.
not Steve,
I haven't
it's
seen- I haven't
Sorvik.
seen you in years.
You've never seen me, fool.
No, you recognize me. I know you do. It's the ears, though. I had them trimmed.
All right.
Uh,
I was gonna guess elongated.
I'm going to count to 3, and if you guys aren't on that stairwell, I'm going to throw you over the ledge. 1,
yeah, but
2,
Steve.
3.
Okay. I'm making my way over here. I guess.
You see, like he's almost about to reach out for you as you're like, whoop, 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 and go down.
I'm kind of
He
like
notices
tiptoeing.
something over here looks like another stairwell. He's gonna try to stealth his way to take that stairwell.
Okay. That's fine.
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
me, an 8 and a crit fail. Skill
An
check.
8. It's still an 8.
I know, but it's.
You didn't take stealth as an expertise?
I have a
I know.
+7 in it. That's good
Yeah,
enough.
you could have had
I
a
didn't need to.
+10 in it.
Yeah, I needed it for thieves' tools and intimidation, which I had a -1 to start with.
All right. So as you're like going over to that section, you see that as you're going to the stairwell, he doesn't care. He looks at you though as you're. He sees that once he sees you're not trying to open the doors and just going for the stairwell, then he's just fine about it. And I guess Brahm and Aravan, are you guys still in the bedroom?
I am. Is this window openable?
It's shuttered closed, but yeah, it could be opened.
If I open it, could I climb out?
It's
Pouring
like
full plate.
it's a single hung window, so it would take a little bit of trouble getting through. You could definitely fit through though if you tried. However, the roof does have snow and ice on it, so it would be difficult for you to keep your footing, but not impossible.
Well, unfortunately, I gave my climber's kit to lead a hold. Yeah, I have a +7 to athletics, but I don't want to take that risk.
Not right now. Let's.
Wait, I'm looking at the picture. Would he be able to get onto the roof? There'd be one more floor somewhere to do that, right?
Well, right now you're on the second floor, but
I was assuming that roof was only on the first floor.
This is the overhang for the first floor, but then above you is the roof, and you'd have to climb up onto the roof if you wanted to get up there.
Wait, so there's not a roof on the first floor beneath me?
Yeah, there is. That's what you're looking
okay.
at. You're looking at the overhang for the first floor.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't match the picture then. I was looking at the picture. It just looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's not a porch roof. Yeah, so I guess Aravan, when you're looking out, it's just a drop. This would be the roof above you.
Okay.
So yeah, I told you that wrong. Sorry about that.
So effectively, there's no way to climb it out, and walk across anyway.
No.
There's no ledge at all. Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
so you three that went for the stairs, you guys are back downstairs. Brahm, you hear a door slam outside, and then you don't hear any more noise or talking.
It's safe to leave now, Aravan. I don't think there's much else in this room.
Okay. Do we want to go south or north?
Say what now?
When we go through the door, do we want to go south or north? Left or right?
Not just I. Oh, don't push any more buttons.
If you can't decide, oh, no, I'm not playing a dwarf character.
No.
If you can't decide, I say south.
South it is.
Hey, maybe you guys can pray about it.
Okay. So, south. South.
Okay.
Oh, look, another bedroom.
So, as you're coming into this room, you notice that it's a lot nicer than the other bedrooms that you see. There's an enormous bed covered in like a soft burgundy bedspread. A fire is warming the room in the corner, and it's just a very comfortable and cozy room.
This may be a leader's room. Is
Um,
Brom following me in?
Yep.
Yeah,
Just making
inside
sure
there
no one
is
else outside.
yeah, there is a locked chest, and that's it. The desk is like bare, and there's bookshelves, but nothing stands out.
If only Lee was with us, eh? I don't suppose you're any good at dex. I don't suppose you're terribly dexterous, are you?
I don't think you even have a kit. I'm the only
Oh
one.
yeah, you need thieves' tools, don't you?
No, that's not what I do. I can
What's,
stitch people up, but I can't pick a lock.
Neither can I.
So Florestan and Grimmeth, you guys are down in the foyer, and as you guys are like making your way down, you can see the cooks going all over the place. Lee, you're at the stairs to the kitchen, and as you're coming down, one of the cooks like passes by you with like a tray of food. It's like, excuse me, just bringing food. Pardon me, and like slides past you.
I was sent down to get that. That's for me to take. And I try to just take it out of his hands.
All right, do you can use persuasion or intimidation. You're like, I'll take that from
every
you.
day.
All right, so you're like,
that's for me to take.
You're like, I'll take that, and then the
23.
cook like shakes his head, and he's just like, you guys always trying to suck up to the boss. All right, well take it to Talus and be quick about it. She's supposed to get served first. And he makes his way back down to the kitchen.
Of course. Is there anything good?
Yeah, it's like there's a stew. Looks like a slab of venison, like a steak almost.
So it's like not one person serving it. Is it most likely for that meeting that the dude came out of? It looks like it's for multiple people.
Yeah. There's like maybe 3 or 4 bowls of stew, and then a couple slabs of venison, and some cheese and nuts and berries, stuff like that. Good spread.
Okay, I'll walk it back to that room the dude came out of. And,
so as he's coming up the stairs, do we notice him? Can we hear him?
No. I mean, Brom could hear the chatter, but he wasn't able to make out voices necessarily.
It's just kind of mumbles.
Grimmeth and Florestan could hear, so they heard the exchange because they're right on the stairwell.
If I notice them as I'm walking by, I give them a nod, like, come back up here with me.
Okay. So Grimmeth and Florestan, you see like Lee like have a full tray of food, and he's like, "Oh, come up here." He's like motions for you to come up here.
Ooh, food!
Yeah,
What are you taking?
Come back here with images.
Is there
The
any
wine
chance?
in there?
Yeah, there's
Is there
a
any-
bottle of wine. Yep.
Is there any chance that I can peer
take a
out
swig of
from
it.
this window across into this room?
Yeah. So looking across, you see that the window's closed, and kind of the glare from the sun is hard to see. You do see there's a couple shadows moving about inside.
Okay.
Lee pushes his way in.
All right, so Lee, you kind of like open the door and push your way in. Immediately you're like face to face with Sorvik, and he's like, all right, the food's here. And then inside you see another like well-armored individual over here, and what looks to be a cultist and like full regalia is standing across from an elven lady who is wearing purple robes that has kind of fur and armor in line with it. She is I guess I would describe her as like a handsome lady. She has very striking features, elvish features, but you see she hasn't done anything like in the traditional beauty sense. She's cut her hair short. She has like a hairband to keep anything out of her eyes, and she seems to be very pragmatic about her appearance. And she looks up at you, and Sorvik's like taking the tray out of your hands and like setting it down on the table, and she's like, "Oh, are you new here?"
Yes, ma'am. I just come through Portal today to help out a little bit. And as I say that, I'm trying to like take plates off the tray and set them around the table. Who have venison? Who have steak?
Grimmeth and Florestan, what are you doing? And Lee seems to be really adept at this. Like perhaps he's run or worked at a noodle shop in the past.
Which is so racist.
Is it?
How can you assume?
I'm pretty sure that's
might be,
that's in your background, is it not?
I mean, it might be accurate, but that is still so racist.
What are you two guys doing? You guys like
Make
helping him set the table?
Yeah, but I'm like aggressive about it. Like
How so?
like I don't know, like maybe stealing all the union mandated work. And I'm entitled to spread out half of the labor, and he's stealing all of it, and I'm yelling at him for doing that.
Hey, we share tip. We share tip. You calm down.
Alright, I want all three of you to do deception checks, and then I'm gonna take the average for the group.
Oh man.
10. Not off to a good start.
Where are we at?
Not
6.
off to a good start.
Okay.
We need you at that 20. Come on.
I'm going to
15.
add in. I'm going to add in D8 to that to raise our average.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Hey, 8. There we go.
20.
23, 10.
So 13.
23,
13 average.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are setting and the two guards or the knights don't seem to be phased. They're kind of like engrossed in the food that's being set forth. Even the other cultist who's in full regalia, he doesn't seem to be really noticing anything out of the ordinary, and he's more interested in pouring himself a glass of wine. But you see
I'll
that
take the bottle and start pouring it for him.
he accepts heartily, and you see the elvish lady though. Has now crossed her arms and is looking at you guys curiously.
Would
Let's
you like some wine, miss?
and
What's your problem, dude?
and then let's pan over to Ervin and Brahm in the bedroom.
Irvin, what are you
Oh,
looking at?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got to work it out sometime.
The room across the gap. It looks like the rest of our party just went in there.
Hold on. I'll take a good hard look into there. I have the observant feat,
Okay.
so I can read lips.
All right. So again, it's hard to make out people with the
Okay.
reflection on the windows, but you are able to read Sorvik and Grimace lips, and you can tell it's them that have come in, like it's Grimace, and you can
Okay.
just see the exchange of like, oh, food's here, come on in.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so they don't look like they're in like dire need of like assistance or anything.
No, not at all.
Right.
Okay.
So,
we should use this as a chance to go take a look at some other rooms.
That's
Maybe-
one option, but first we should definitely check this desk. If this is the room of someone important, this is where I would keep my important papers.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
So on
Okay,
the
quick-
desk, you don't find anything incriminating or informative. Again, it's writing utensils and parchment, but nothing just laid out in the open. Not like Resmir, who kind of just threw her stuff willy-nilly and kept her password right next to her desk and stuff like that. This room is a lot more organized, and everything seems to be in its proper place.
I bet you anything important's in the chest. We'll have to get Lee back here at some point. Come on, let's go. Unless you have anything else you want to search.
No, that's fine. We should try and, while they're distracted, at least get as much as done as we can to the
Agreed.
north.
To the north.
Okay, so as you guys are heading around the bend, inside the room, the Elvis woman is looking at you curiously with her arms crossed, and she says, as you guys are kind of setting up and serving all the people, she's like, "Through the portal, you say?"
Stacy, is that you? Stacy? Wait, time out. No, I know her. I know you. Stacy, I haven't seen you in years. How's it going? Look at your hair.
Keep your distance, half-elf.
Stacy, did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Oh my god.
That's right. It's right. It's right, boyfriend.
She like
Seduce
she like
the cult leader.
she raises one eyebrow like curiously, and she's like, "Well, if you came through the portal, then I'm sure you're on the heels of the wonderful leader Resmir. Is that so?"
There's something going on between you two, isn't it? I knew it. Fucking I knew it. Let me go talk to him.
Who is that you're talking to? Him, you say?
You're beautiful.
I'm gonna whisper in Floristine's ear, Resmir's a girl. What are you doing?
And with that, she claps her hands, and she's like, Melgot, Sorvik, take these men custody. And the two guys like drop their food, and they're like questioning for a second, but as soon as she like claps her hands and tells them what to do, they immediately like draw their weapons, and they're both like facing you guys, and the elvish lady says, "Why don't you stand over on the wall?" And she points to the northern wall where Lee is. "Stand over there, and I will not have my men harm you."
Stacy, why you gotta do me like this? Where we go back? Do you remember hanging out with Steve?
We don't know this
Gators?
guy. I don't know who this guy is.
So Sorvik opens the
We've
door.
never met him before.
Sorvik opens the door briefly, and he's like, "Hey, Wessick, get in here!" And then he slams the door shut and blocks the way out.
I stab him.
Is this the point at which we pretend to be Wessick? Oh, crap, that's Wessick.
Stab myself.
So Lee, you're like trying to pull the dagger out, and like you don't unsheath it, and like as you're trying to unsheath your dagger, his sword just like rests on your shoulder right next to your neck, and he's like, "I wouldn't do that if I were you."
Well,
No, I have gift for you to show you we are cultists. This is Tiamat knife, yes?
The elvish lady looks at what you're grabbing, and she's like, "Interesting dagger you have there. I presume you have made your way from Castle Nerutar."
Yes, Portal, that's what I say. Don't listen to Dum Dum over there, 'cause he can't remember who boy her girl. Just because he's sexually ambiguous doesn't mean all of us are.
Well,
yes.
tell me,
Sorry, I don't see two genders.
where
Bigot.
where are the other two?
What other two? There
I'm
was
all
only
you
the
need
three
right
of
here.
us.
Do not play dumb with me. I know
I'm
who
all
you
the
are.
elf you need.
Over to the wall. And with that, the dragon
Well,
claw
hold
that's
on.
standing next to
Trying to
Florstan,
remember their
like
names.
he like grabs you and is like pushing you towards the wall. Are you resisting him?
Nah,
I'm gonna say. What are the names? Born Gray, that's the name. I'm just couldn't find it in my notes real quick.
Brahm and Erevan, as you guys are like making your way to the doors, you see a guy come. You see Sorvik. You hear Sorvik yell like, "Wessick, get over here!" And Wessick comes like bumbling out of the room. He's like shifting his armor. Looks like he was sleeping or something. And he's like an older man, probably in his 60s. But he like comes out of the door and he like shambles over.
Okay, well, here we go.
Get him.
Well, yeah, we'll
I'm gonna
walk
cast
over.
Frostblast in
Walk
the middle of the
over.
room.
Totally
Wait,
just
how did
walking
I get-
over.
How did I get moved without agreeing to be escorted?
So you were what? Well, you were right there.
I was right in front of him.
Okay, floor standing. Oh yeah, because he rested this sword on your shoulder.
Well, okay, I'm gonna cast Frostblast in the center of the room.
Yeah.
Big ass explosion.
Okay.
Alright, so as Grimmeth, as you like start to do it, the elvish lady like holds her hand up and she says, "Wait, before you do that, let us talk."
I'm gonna halt the casting. Wait for her to speak.
Where are the other two of your party? And then
Only three of us.
Leroy Jenkins.
Sorvik, you see Wessick like knock on the door. Sorvik cracks it open. He's like, looks like one of them's out here behind Wessick. Wessick, turn around, you fool! Hey, can't you see they're flanking you? And
I'm
Wessick's
gonna
like,
cast.
go ahead.
What the?
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the guy I can see.
Okay, and that's Brahm, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you cast Hold Person on Wessick. What does he need to make, a Wisdom save?
I believe so. Why is it doing that? Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second.
The minute he does that, I'm rushing up to attack Wessick.
Well, he's on the other side. Oh yeah, you're right. You're on the side of him. Wisdom save. Okay.
He's old. I just hope he's not wise.
Ah, yes. 11.
No.
All right.
Nope. He is.
So you see
So,
the older guy. He's like, oh, I can't move. Ow.
And now he's paralyzed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
He can't talk either. He just stops.
restrained, paralyzed, restraint, something like that.
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed, yeah.
Full on paralyzed.
It's the worst one.
Yeah, so I'm running up to him, and I'm gonna take my full action to attack.
Okay.
Silver longsword out. So, because he's paralyzed, I auto crit.
Hold person is considered, paralyzed. Okay.
So I'll just roll that a second time. This isn't an attack. This is just for damage.
Okay, so 6 damage.
So
Okay. So 11
and then a
damage
second
total.
attack. Second attack. I have 2 attacks per turn.
Go for it.
Smite.
Hang on. And yes. Now, at this point, I will use a first level smite.
Old man dead.
Or actually, should I bother? That is
That's
Yes,
11.
maybe.
That's 16. So that's 27.
27. Should I bother with the smite? Do you think I need it?
Yes.
Your decision.
What do you guys think?
I can't.
We
I
aren't
can't
there.
Make it for you.
Yeah. So like Erevan and Brahm, you guys don't know that they're like in the middle of a parlay. So you guys have just saw like guys start
Yeah.
closing in on your group. So
Just
Oh yeah.
Is the door
Shut it
closed or the door open?
doors open with the guy standing there
So you-
trying to let his
you
buddy
guys don't
in.
know what's going on yet.
I guess I'll smite.
Shock and
smite.
on. There we go.
14. All right, that's a first level smite.
Yeah,
What's
because
the,
it's a crit, so it's doubled.
so the total
2d8.
is what,
Fucking
41?
lot.
20, 30, 41 damage.
Okay. So you run up, you're like tuk, 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 and you're slashing your sword, and then your second slash you bring the power of Aminatar down, and you see one of his pauldrons just like explode off of him, like the straps and the harnesses holding his armor just like burst, and he tries to drop, but he can't. He's like trying to drop down to one knee, but he looks severely wounded, but not dead.
See, good thing you smited.
Really? Okay.
Sorry, what was the total? 41.
With that,
41.
Right? Okay.
that I'm gonna be like, well, that would be them.
Yeah, we're moving up in the levels now. These guys don't go down quite so easy.
All right. So he's like getting attacked, and Solvik's like, "Oi, two in the guy in the hallway is attacking Wessick," and you hear the elvish lady like call out, or she's talking to you three in the room, and she's like, "Tell your friends that I would wish to talk before any bloodshed."
Now, as she's talking, I run up and try to stunning strike her.
Nah, you wouldn't. Sorvik's sword was resting on your shoulder, so it would be.
Yeah, but he's looking out the door, dealing with what's going on out there.
Well, it's
Oh,
gonna.
for fuck's sake! Another fucking crit fail.
He is gonna.
Yeah,
He is
you
gonna
shouldn't
get
have
a.
argued against that.
He's gonna get
Nothing
a
but crits.
attack of opportunity on you. Okay.
Oh, that's right, because I didn't fucking punch him first. I forgot. All right, that's fine.
All right. So.
Delayed death is very delayed.
Yeah, very delayed. All right. 16 hits you.
No.
All right. So you kind of like slink out of it. You go to do stunning strike on her, and then she.
Here's the
Yeah. She.
You know, Brahm and I didn't really have a choice because we weren't hearing her offer to parlay.
So she, as you like go to do the stunning strike, she blocks it with her right arm, and then you see her pull a spear with her left around to the front of her body.
Awesome. She's not a spellcaster.
Well.
Probably.
Oh.
All our rolls suck today.
Oh.
Well,
Initiative. 12.
All right.
It's not the end of the world for me to go last, but it's not the greatest either.
Well, you can heal everybody when.
Oh man, I just realized what I should have done.
There's Talus.
You automatically fail. You automatically fail strength checks while paralyzed. So what I should have done is I should have just shoved that guy off the balcony.
Yeah. I love telemarketers. Go away.
Yeah.
Talus the White.
All right.
She's elf.
She is the elf. Yes.
Well,
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna try this new bulk roll if I can.
bulk.
Yeah, I'm using
Macros, eh?
I'm using the VTT extension from Chrome. So
Okay.
hopefully they can do some. I guess it doesn't do it that way.
TT extension.
Yeah, it's it makes like Roll20 really, really nice. Like it does a nice.
Is that more for the DM or for?
It's actually some stuff for everyone. Like you guys are able to edit your tokens easier. It does the layout easier for the like it shrinks down the condition pop out and some other stuff. It's pretty sweet.
I'll have to take a look at that.
What is that called?
It's called VTT extension, like virtual tabletop. Yeah.
Because nothing comes up. So, maybe I have to.
All right, give me a second. Let me add turns for everyone. And then, can we have Lee put on some, or anyone put on some combat music while I'm doing this?
Sure. Give me a second.
Okay, let's see. This
Throw some on.
Let's go.
Tail sucks.
This work.
Or is it just the one?
Yeah.
Save, right?
He
He
needs to
makes
make
another save each turn.
I just can't remember if it's at
Wisdom.
the beginning or the end.
Yeah, let me.
And
At the end of each turn.
End of each turn, yeah.
Okay. At the end of each of its turns, target can make another wisdom save. Okay, so just a wisdom save. Okay, that beat it, I assume.
18, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that OP yet.
All right. So he's not held anymore. That is the end of his turn, though. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll move to Grimmeth.
Oh man.
Fireball.
Fireball it is. Let's get her.
It's like suicide bomber, just boom.
There. Boom.
Frost blast.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Constitution saving throw, DC 15
All right.
from everybody except for Lee.
And
Because I have the
floor stand.
No, because I have
You can't hit me, buddy.
He's on ethereal plane.
No, because I have sculpt spells.
Ah, that's right. So you don't have to. You don't hit friendlies.
I don't have friendlies. 1 plus the spell level, so I can choose up to 4 creatures.
Okay.
Floorstand's noped out, so it's just me and Lee.
So con saves.
Con saves from each of them.
hang on, does that go at the door? You might want to select me too.
DM's choice.
I mean the door's open, so yeah, you would hit everyone. Or
Yeah,
actually,
so select me.
Let's see.
Well,
So-
where's he
1,
casting
2.
it?
Other.
Well, I think he can cover all the friendlies because Brahm's out of the
Yeah.
range.
There's the actual skill if you want to read it.
Well, no, I was wondering what.
1
you
plus
can
the spells
pick where-
level. Yeah, you said
Creep
you could
box
do.
relative safely within. Alright.
Yeah, you can do 4, right?
Effects up to 4.
Yeah, so you're good.
Okay, so I'm good.
All right, Talus is good. Dragon Claw's not. Let me resolve as I go. So she's gonna take half damage, which is
So that's
14.
13 rounded down.
Ah, that's right. Okay. Dragon Claw is gonna take
That's-
full damage. Oops, that's full stain. Okay. All right. The Dragon Claw in like full regalia. He just like freezes. He just looks like a ice statue right now. You doubt that he's alive underneath. Who else? Next will be the veteran. All right, let's do the guy on the left first. Con save. Okay, nope. What's that? 27. Okay. Next guy. Sorvik at the door. 17.
So it's
Save.
13 damage.
17. Okay, and outside of the door. Doesn't save. Alright. Looks like Wessick the Wizened is dead.
He made his whole person save only to be killed by the.
I'm free. I'm chic.
I'm free.
Okay, I think that's everyone. Right?
I believe so.
Any movement?
So both the vets are this is Sorvik?
Yes.
Wait, can you, like, make that door appear? I don't suppose there's any way to make light go through since that
Oh
door
yeah.
is open.
I'll remove that door for you.
Yeah.
Let me,
Since it's wide open.
yeah, give me a
I
second.
can get rid of my target for now.
Take it out. Remove this door. I just got a lot of slowdown out of nowhere. Fortunately.
I do too.
Hold on. Just gotta grab it. There we go. Okay. Doors
There we
open.
go.
All right, back to the map. All right.
I don't think there's anything other than movement. I don't know where I'd want to run to.
You can't pass through a square, so you're
I
stuck
can't
in
pass
the
through a
middle.
square unless... Well, no, I'd have to use that.
No, Blink lets you pass through their square, doesn't it?
I'm
Wait,
not
wait.
blinking.
Oh no, that was Florestan. Sorry, wrong spellcaster.
I can Misty Step, but that's another spell I can't do. Bonus action, but I've already cast a spell. So...
Get behind Lee.
Lee's
He
like...
can't disengage.
Yeah, I can't really
No.
see. Can he squeeze past the door out into the hallway?
Can I squeeze past the door out into the hallway?
I don't know.
I
You're
mean,
right
you
there,
just-
right?
Take it
Disengage.
Yeah, you can't move
Well, no, I
through.
can't pass through a square.
Yeah, you
so
can't pass through. a
Unless
square.
I shove through or something like that, I can't remember.
Yeah,
There's an action to do, but
it
it's
would
an
be
action.
attack of an opportunity
Well,
to move through his space.
that'll be it. I'll
You'll
just
be
stay
fine.
where I am. I'll be fine.
Lee's gonna stun them all.
I'm gonna try. We'll see.
Erevan, the aura that you have up. What are the two auras? You
So
just
I have
did?
2 auras there. The small aura is my 10-foot +3 to all your saving throws to allies.
Okay,
The red aura is if I use my channel divinity.
I see. Okay, great. Lee, your turn.
All right. Unarmed strike at Talus. Fuck's sake. Unarmed strike at Talus. 26. There we go.
All right, that hits.
All right, and I'm stunning strike. So she needs to make a DC 14 con save on top of her taking 5 bludgeoning.
Okay, so she takes
Stunned.
5 damage and is stunned.
All right, and then Lee helps those who help him as opposed to running away like bitches. So he runs over.
Really? Really? Coming from Lee. Interesting.
Hey, Lee was down for gold. That was different. He wasn't just avoiding the fight. All right, and then I don't want to burn all my ki. That was already 1. All right, I'm just gonna hope I don't need a flurry of blows. I get 1 more unarmed strike on the veteran, 24, and I'm gonna stunning strike again.
All right.
Oh shit! 10 damage
Alright.
though.
Max damage, nice.
Good.
Nice. And he needs
It's
a con
inescapable.
save.
Yeah, and a DC 14 con save.
In his
Oh.
Ah, shit!
Looks like this guy actually
Alright.
did wrestle some gators.
I know. Well, he's still taking 20 something damage, so step in the right direction.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna stay there.
And when
hoping to
someone's-
draw his attention.
When someone's stunned, they're just like, they can't do anything, right?
Can't take
Yeah.
actions or reactions or move, really.
Let's see.
Essentially, she
I have-
loses her
I have
turn.
it up. Stunned is
And Condition
uh,
stunned.
incapacitated, can't move, only faltering.
Sorry, you're dropping out. I can't hear you.
Creature automatically fails strength and dex saves.
Okay.
Attack rolls against creatures have advantage.
And is incapacitated, which
And
is
can't move.
can't take actions or reactions.
That's-
So pretty
yeah,
much what you'd expect.
All right.
can't do anything. I don't know if she can still move. No.
No,
Well,
She cannot take actions.
yeah, but movement isn't an action. It's
a movement action.
your speed.
Also,
So you're not taking a
incapacitated.
dash action.
Well,
don't know.
if she's incapacitated,
also-
She's stunned. She can't move.
Oh, it's can't move. Yeah, never
It's
mind.
part of stun, can't move.
Yeah.
What
I
about
see.
what about speaking?
Can speak
faltering.
only falteringly.
Whatever that means.
Okay.
Like stuttering a little bit and struggling to say whole sentences.
All right.
She turns into a adult Peanuts character.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
All right. Okay. So, as you're striking her, you stun her, and then she recoils from the shock, and you can see like she's not happy about it, and you go to stun the other guy up at the door, and he doesn't get stopped with your strike, and then it's his turn next. So he shrugs off. He has his sword. He slashes out at you twice with his long sword.
Oh, come on. I just killed his buddy. He's not
First
going for
one,
me.
11.
Doesn't hit.
Who's he going for? Oh,
Second one, 14.
Doesn't hit.
All right. So he's not able to get a strike at you. And he still stands, and then you hear after he's slashing out, he like turns around to the open door where Erevan's standing. He's like, "Hey, get up here! Lady Talus is under attack!" And he yells out into the foyer. Okay, Brahm, your turn. Brahm, you can hear like there's like answering calls from down below the foyer. Also, you see that the two demonic statues at the base of the stairs are starting to move.
Fucking uh-oh.
Shite. Okay.
Really should have let her talk.
Yeah, but
well, Lee
I didn't
had
hear
to
that.
attack.
I'm gonna move 30
I
feet
just assumed
to.
it was going to be a Bond villain speech.
Yeah.
Boring. Skip.
Skip. Hey. The dialogue option.
Yeah. Who cares about the story?
I'll move to here, through Erevan's space with a dash action. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Dash there. Let's see. The other guard, our veteran, is up. All right. He's gonna. He blinks in amazement when Florsan just disappears out of nowhere. The ice blast really took some damage, and with that he moves towards the source of the spell, towards Grimmin.
Oh, great.
And he draws a short sword, so he has a long sword in one hand and a short sword in another.
Uh-oh.
First strike is with the
Man.
long sword, a 14.
Oh, that hits.
All right, 10 damage. And his second attack is with the short sword, the 7.
That misses.
All right.
See, not too bad. You should get
Got
all up
11
in it next
AC.
time.
And he too yells out like, "Get up here to the mating room. We're under attack."
For a second, they said the mating room. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't
Oh.
know I interrupted
Well, now you can
that.
tell why they were so pissed.
I didn't
Devout
realize.
meeting room.
I mean, I don't want to judge or anything.
Is it considered rape if they're stunned and you're on the zero point?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Um,
do, but I just want to take a quick break. We'll take maybe 5 minutes, and then we'll reconvene. All right.
Cultists.
Sweet.
Alrighty.
Cultists.
All right, perfect time for
Oh
us
man,
to
it's almost a shame we're not doing XP.
That's what you're thinking about, the XP?
So,
All right,
We're
I'll be
going
right
to
back.
die, to be fair.
so
So everyone has backup characters ready, right?
Nope.
I can play the. I can try the one I was prepping for my IRL one.
I've got plenty for everybody. Whatever you need, I got characters.
God,
I say we all back up into this room.
yeah, we can 300 style it. That would be good.
Yeah.
Also, there is another door in the room we're in that might help offer an escape.
Yeah. There's a door down the hall, right here.
Okay.
That- I don't even know what it might. It's probably just a fucking closet.
No.
Really?
Look. We can do this. I actually just did this last night in my Saturday night game, where I'm playing. It's the second level. I have a dwarven fighter / forge cleric with 19 armor class. Could have 20 armor class if I put his forge cleric thing on his armor rather than his weapon. But point is, we're playing Curse of Strahd Death House, which is apparently really deadly. So against a party of 4 level 2 characters, the DM sprung 4 ghouls and a grick at us at once, which is a pretty damn deadly encounter.
Well.
So I choke pointed them.
Yeah, if we can choke point them, that would be fine. But our party's not designed to do that. We're like a divide and conquer.
I'm
spread
down to
out.
24 hit points now.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
back. We'll wait for everyone else to get back.
Yeah, I'm
What
gonna go
is
get a
my armor
snack.
class? Say 25 again. It's 21.
Because you're using cheat codes.
Wait, is it 21? What's my fighting style? Defensive. Yeah, it's 21. So,
The only things I'm worried about are the trolls and the guard drakes, the ambush drakes, and the gargoyles. The cultists we can take. We should be fine.
$30 now. I have 30 land. 6 now. I'll have 30.
We should be fine.
Oh shit! Did I remember to add my hit points?
Reassure yourself.
6th level.
Yeah, you say it enough, it happens, right?
That's right.
The secret. Yeah. If not, I have a cool character design for my backup, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, I'm at 52 hit points, not 44.
All right, let's see if I got everyone in. Yeah, so this extension's pretty neat. It allows you to it just fixes and makes the Roll20 tabletop a little more intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely worth a look. It's my first time trying it out.
It's the VTT enhancement suite.
Yes, that is it. Yes, I mean for the DM side, it's really nice too because it shows what layer tokens are on with a little tab underneath, like GM, TK for token, or MP for map. and then I can,
that's good.
I know if like something's on the wrong layer, and just organizes everything really nice.
Yeah.
Is it 18? 18. Okay, good.
Hello.
Right.
I'm back.
Sounds good. Oh shoot. Just getting everything set up.
Getting all your other minions.
Yes. What's going on? Yeah, and then like it automatically sorts the initiative tracker
Yeah.
too.
That's nice. Makes
Sometimes it seems like it doesn't do it every time.
it is a free extension, so
I know.
you can't.
Believe me, I will not complain. Okay.
I can't remember how to find extensions. Well, Chroma.
I think it's
Oh,
in
yeah.
your
I see it.
settings.
Never
Yeah.
mind. BTT. Enhancement Suite.
That's it. Alright, who are we still waiting on? I know it's not quite 5 minutes.
I think everyone's here.
Did anyone leave? I don't think anyone left except
Okay.
I left for a bit, but I'm back now.
Alright,
Florestan?
floor stands here. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah.
Aravan's here.
Everyone's here. Gremlin's here. Looking
We're all
at
good.
just making noise.
Brahms here.
I'm here.
Alright, sweet. Alright, so you hear the front doors burst open. Four-armed troll comes through with his ambush drakes on their leashes. He's snarling, kind of looking up at the window, and they burst through the front. The gargoyles immediately like fly, stretch their wings, and get up. They come right after you, Brahm. So one comes right here. Alright, and he's going to attack. Alright, he's going to lash out. One with his claws and one with his bite. 19.
19
And a 21.
The 21. The 21 hits. Thank you, Aravan, for my mithril plate.
Sorry, I can only give you full plate. I can't give you anything better.
Only. This gargoyle is going to fly over here. And he's going to
Wait,
do the...
hold on. So, whoa. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Did you not give me your mithril plate? I thought you took it.
No, I did. I gave you mithril plate.
Oh,
He was just
okay.
saying sorry his mithril plate can only do so much.
You can't catch the 21.
Yeah,
Oh no, yeah,
that's what he was saying.
Yeah, I'm still happy with that. So that's 5.
Alright, the second gargoyle is going to attack Aravan.
Okay.
One with a bite and one with its claws.
Miss. Miss.
Alright. Let me, I'm gonna delete one of the... Alright. Florestan, you are now get to choose where you blink back into existence.
Okay.
And it is automatic, right? Like you have to come back into the material plane.
Yes.
Well, you could blink back 10 feet in any direction, right?
Up to 10 feet. Yeah.
So you could blink back outside.
Oh, I could blink right there. I could
That's not 10 feet.
I mean, it's got to be 10 feet. In a non-rapey way, is she still stunned?
Of your unoccupied space of your choice that you can see
Yes.
within 10 feet.
She is still
Well,
stunned.
I mean, okay, yeah, I was just wondering because I can. Well,
Can't
I mean,
blink through the wall.
no, I can. I just want to try.
No,
and
you can't.
reason with her. I can't.
No,
can't.
you 10 feet within
Oh,
Where you
a
started.
place you can see within 10 feet. You can't see beyond the other side of the wall.
I think he could have angled for like right outside. Oh, but he can't see. Yeah.
So she's not really gonna be able to call all these dudes off, considering she's stunned.
But she's gonna be unstunned next turn.
Yeah, but I mean, is it worth trying to reason with her right now, or should I just hit her?
You have to
Well,
make
hey.
that decision.
Up to you.
Not if you can hear me.
She not.
So
She like blinks, like she does like 2 or 3 blinks fast.
Okay, that's close.
So blink 3 times if you're willing to call these douchebags off, and like leave it where it is.
Do a persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh.
And of course it's disadvantage because I rolled a fucking 28.
Why is it a disadvantage?
It's an 11.
'Cause you
It's
guys
an
have-
11 do
A
it.
natural one and rolled an
Persuading,
11.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you know what? We're gonna
She
think like even a 9.
Can add it to it.
she like she so like
don't
you,
tell me if it works or
you-
not, because I'm trying to figure
Oh.
out if it's worth adding a D8 to
okay, sorry.
it. And I kind of think it is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's
How
not
about
it's not a fight crit fail.
All right, so it's a
still-
17.
17.
So you blink back into existence. You're like talking to her. You put one hand on her shoulder and you're like, blink 3 times if you're willing to talk. And like, even though she's stunned, you can feel like her shoulder kind of like try to get out of your hand, like she's recoiling from your touch. And then
Okay.
you do see though she blinks 3 times.
All right, guys, cool it. We're gonna talk now. They've got guard drakes and a fucking cave troll, so we're just gonna talk for a minute. All right. Looking at you, Lee. Lee.
That's the most you can say. Free action, unless you.
Okay. Fucking fine. Well, all right. Well, I'm not gonna give up my blink, so I'll go ahead. Yeah, that'll be it. I won't attack her.
Well, you used your I mean, that was a roll with your persuasion and the speaking, but you can do movement if
Yeah.
you'd like.
Well, no, the blink is still going.
Yeah.
It's continuous for a minute.
Oh, okay. All right. So will you blink back out, or are you staying on material plane?
Well, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, he has to roll.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
see.
no, I'm not going anywhere. Staying right there.
Okay.
And that'll. You know what? No, I'm gonna draw my rapier and kind of point it at her. And-
Are you willing to talk? Ha! Take this rapier to your neck.
Oh,
Okay, everyone, let's talk.
Let's cool down, and then he draws his sword.
God damn it, you're right.
So that's not a persuasion check, that's an intimidation check.
No, I won't do that then.
All right. So you don't draw your sword. Grimmeth, your turn.
Oh man. Well, huh. I think
Disengage.
Floristan says she's gonna talk, and we'll talk. And I'll just take a dodge action, I guess, and just
Okay.
sit there. Which means I think everything has disadvantage against me. Any attacks?
That's right.
The advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah.
All right. What else do you want to do? Just
That'll
take
be
dodge.
it.
Okay. Lee, your turn.
All right. As,
Listen to Floristan,
Well-
guys.
as
We're gonna
a
talk.
bonus action,
Okay.
Lee is going to take. Hold on, I forget what they're all called. Step of the Wind to disengage.
Oh shit.
So,
All right.
hold on, I'm down to 3 key. And he's going to go up to Talus. While she's still stunned, he's going to grapple her with his knife out just to make sure she doesn't try anything when she gets unstunned.
Yeah.
So she automatically fails that because she's still stunned.
Okay.
So she fails her strength check. And I just say, We will barter now from position of strength. No tricks. You know what this knife can do. So I'm gonna grapple her with holding the knife, basically like grabbing her with the knife to her throat.
Okay. All right. And she kind of like looks down at the daggers. You're pressing it against her neck. All right. Sorvik is next. He's at the door. He's like, ugh. You be careful with that knife. Oh, that was a good opportunity to say, it ain't a knife. This is a knife. But instead he says, be careful.
That
with
ain't a knife either. That's a sword.
And then Sorvik takes like he's like kind of looking at Lady Talus, and he's like, all right, be careful with Lady Talus and no one else gets hurt. And he takes like a defensive posture.
Wisely reasoned.
Alright, you see the ambush drakes at the bottom, coming through the hallway.
Don't know what's going on yet. We're fucked.
Can that troll even fit through the front door? Jesus.
No, the troll. Oh, the troll. Yeah.
Or that's a troll, right?
Yeah. I was thinking the gargoyles.
Oh, the gargoyles can.
Okay, they're gonna be able to make it to like here. They get to about here. The leash is like the leash is pretty taut, and they stop on the stairs. Can't move anymore. Brahm, your turn.
Get in here, Brahm.
Can he tell
Get in
the
here,
dude to move,
guys.
or did the guy already sacrifice his movement to
Who?
clear away from the door? The veteran at the door.
He's at he's in a defensive posture.
Wait, but he's still
Brahm
blocking
go
the
through
door,
him?
right?
Yeah, he is.
Does it look like if I move away from the gargoyles, they're not going to attack me? Like, do they understand that we're trying to parlay? Or
It looks like they're still aggressive.
You can disengage.
Yeah, disengage is an action.
yeah, I will disengage from the gargoyles,
Okay.
and I will move my entire movement to get inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorvik does not take an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay, I am moving through his space.
Yes,
Is
you
that
are.
fine?
Well, I mean, he couldn't, right? Because he disengaged.
Are
I
they
thought he
friendly?
can.
We can move through friendly spaces.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but he allowed you to pass.
Okay.
All right, the other guard, he like moves around the table behind Florestan, and he too is like, oh, don't hurt Lady Talus. Well, she'll talk, I'm sure. That's all she wanted to do in the beginning. And he too takes a defensive posture. The shambling armor comes up the stairs. Let's see. It's about here. Let me double check speed right quick. So yeah, it hasn't quite yet had a opportunity to. I mean, no one's been called off, so that's 30, and then it'll like shamble quickly forward and almost like a dashing, and get to here. And Aravan, you just see this like bodiless armor mound rushing towards you, creaking and groaning as it moves.
Shut the damn door!
Your turn, Aravan.
Disengage. Shut the door! And move in.
Who are you saying to shut the door?
Either of these two guys.
Oh, okay. Alright. The cultists come up to about here. It's like the cooks, and you see they're wielding like some daggers, a cleaver from the kitchen, and
A rolling pin.
yeah, a rolling pin. Alright. Troll moves to about here, and you hear him call out from below, and he's like seeing Aravan run in, and he's like, you better not do anything hurt Lady Talus. And you see he's like making his way up the stairs too. All right, Talus's turn. So she is not unstunned.
Correct.
Okay. She's
But
going.
grappled.
She's going to look at the dagger at her throat, and she's gonna say, "I will call them off if you're willing to talk now after killing one of my men."
Don't blame me. I could hardly hear what was being said in here.
She's addressing you, Lee, who's holding the knife to her throat.
Okay. I will pull the knife away a little bit. I go, hey, it's a little bit misunderstanding. I thought you were ready to gloat. You know, we talk if you have deal for us. So the knife isn't against her throat, but it's still up there.
Okay. So she says, call your companions off, and I too will stop this senseless violence.
No, I don't think anyone of
Yeah, I think we're already
none
cut
of
off.
us have an attack in a minute. It's we're trying to calm down tensions in the room. Everyone's so heated. I don't know why. Just because we killed 2 people, it was accident, sort of.
All right, so she.
Oh,
so
she's
she-
my war mage, or
she
my wand.
Okay. She waves her hand, and you hear her like call out, and it seems like she's using like a spell to amplify her voice, and she says, "Everyone hold. I will talk to these men. No more killing."
Like we said, Floorstan's pretty ambiguous. He's not really a man.
Right. I'm not gonna
No.
do that.
Did you just assume my gender?
No, I said Florestan.
People.
I said Florestan because you assumed.
I mean, I'm offended in general. What's with this man lady assuming genders of all people?
Alright, so are you guys gonna forego your attacks?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take you guys, we'll drop out of initiative,
Fucking bullet dodged.
and she relaxes, and she's like, "Sorvik, bring Wessex here, please." And Sorvik like grabs Wessex corpse and like drags him over. And you see like she puts a hand on him, and and he immediately like stabilizes, and you see like his like start to breathe again.
Wait, so was he not dead and that was killing?
No, it's spare the dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's you definitely killed him, but she's spared him.
Spare the dying doesn't work on whatever.
She's not gonna use it on her Dragonclaw dude. She doesn't give a shit about him.
He's like a frozen statue, dude.
Yeah, he's a frozen
gone.
statue.
Oh, okay.
She waits for a second. The door opens up, and the troll like kind of shoves his way in.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm just gonna like back away.
All right.
Don't back away too far. You want to stay within 10 feet of me.
And she says, this is my stable master, Trespin. Trespin, I will parley with these adventurers. Please make sure no harm comes to me or my men. And Trespin crosses his like little arms, and then his 2 big arms are like at the ready.
Yes, we all get the point. Your forces in this house far exceed our own.
Well, if you would have,
Quite impressive.
talked to me instead of attacking poor Wessex from behind, then perhaps we wouldn't have to deal with any of this violence. I know a little about you, but I also assume you were the ones who chased Resmir out of her chambers in Castle Neritar.
We have
You
not
will
seen
respond
Resmir.
into the-
We've only
you will
heard of
respond-
her.
Yeah, we've never caught sight of Rezmir. Have we, DM? I don't think we have.
No, but we knew who she was because
We knew of her, but
we went through her stuff.
Well,
At
we chased out her underlings. Right?
took her knife.
Well,
And
please,
we were only responding to the violence your cult exhibited against the nearby city of Greenlist.
so
Nearby?
Yeah, you remember that, douchebag?
So you are the adventurers from Greenest, then? I've heard of.
We are the heroes of Greenest. Yes.
Well, I was not a part of that operation, but I do agree that sometimes members of my cult act like ruffians, and for that I do apologize. You were not attacked on my lands, though, in my lodge. That I can be assured.
Well,
I suppose that's
That
true.
is
To be
Very
fair,
true.
we did not know there was this distinction. We only knew there was the cult.
Well, then you know less of us than I presumed. We do have our different factions. I being Talus the White. I have this lodge. It's been in my family for generations. We are a gateway to a larger hoard where all the treasures are being taken. Now, if you are as adept as I've heard, perhaps you can help me.
Help you in what way?
You see, I am Talus the White, and yet I
Again with
was
the racism.
passed over for the ability to hold on to the white dragon mask. Instead, it was given to that fool Varim. That foolish, burly dwarf wouldn't know what it means to serve the white dragon.
Interesting. Afraid I've never heard of this.
It is my birthright. I deserve to wield the white dragon mask.
Yeah, but why is it yours though?
I have been
Doesn't
groomed
matter.
for this position since birth, and my family has held this lodge and allowed the cult to use it, as well as even converting to their religion to further our wealth and influence.
I take it you're not exactly the most devoted follower of Tiamat, then.
Well, I admit that I use it to serve my own gains, but I do wish for some things of the cult to occur.
I can understand that. I imagine you can as well, Liv.
Yes.
They-
You,
Sorry, is that me? You broke up for a second.
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yes, I understand. So you'll need us to kill somebody. That is kind of our specialty.
Just ask Brom.
Except Brom, he pussy.
I admit I hold no love for the other worm speakers, particularly Rezmir the Black, and I rejoiced in seeing her run through the portal with her proverbial tail between her legs. You must have dealt her a great blow in the swamps, and for that I thank you.
Hey, can I insight check her just to see if she's telling the truth?
Sure.
I mean,
I'd
she's
like to
holding
join
off
in
a
on
fucking
that.
army. I don't know. I don't know if she needs to lie.
All right. So you believe that she's telling you the truth. She's being polite to you, but not overly warm, and she is a little wary.
We did just come in and
Naturally, yeah.
so that makes sense.
This is a negotiation. We're not friends. We're possible allies.
Have you ever heard of the village of Parnost?
No.
Well, it
We
lies.
don't even know where we are right now.
Well,
Where are we?
up in the.
Where are we?
Where am I? Well, the village of Parnast lies 7 miles east of here. We're... let's see. Let me double check, make sure I'm telling you guys wrong. We are up in the mountains, close to Mirabar, one of the major cities in the north. On the banks of the spine of the world.
The spine of the world?
Yes.
That's very far to the north, isn't it?
Why, certainly.
Maybe
Yeah,
now good
quite a
time
ways.
you ask why your mommy was here long time ago.
Doesn't add up. But,
What was that about your mummy?
When I was a child, my mother had a painting, which quite clearly was of this lodge.
I see that you are half elvish. Was your mother the elfin one?
No, my mother was also a half elf. If I recall my backstory,
If I recall my backstory correctly.
I'm pretty damn sure my mother was the half elf. My mother was both my parents. Yeah, my mother's a half elf. He doesn't know whether his father was elf or half elf or.
And what was her maiden name?
I haven't written that down. Erwin doesn't use any name.
Well, it's not the same as your last name now, is it?
No, that's not a last name. Even. That's just like an epithet. Like
okay.
you talk about like King Hakon the Good. It's like that.
I got it.
Erwin Lansman. Let's go with Llanvar. Something Welsh sounding. Llanvar.
Lamvar?
Yeah, Llanvar. Llan.
Llanvar?
Yeah.
Huh. Llanvar. This name sounds familiar. Was she a part of a smuggling ring, I believe? She would frequent this lodge using the portals we have out in the woods. And I can say she was quite a good smuggler. How does she fare nowadays?
I assume she's dead. She was caught, arrested, and I was sent to the state orphanages. I haven't seen her since I haven't seen her in... Hang on, I'm 21 now.
Right.
I haven't seen her in...
15
I haven't
years?
seen her in 13 years.
13 years? Well, that is troubling to hear. She was always kind as far as I knew. It's interesting that 13 years later her son would come here to parley with me. If you knew your mother, you would know that my family is not a violent sort. We seek influence and wealth, but would prefer to do so without the crude, barbaric tactics you saw at Greenest.
Well, all things I can respect, although quite frankly, I'm surprised my mother would be involved in such things at all. I never took her as one who was interested in gaining influence, so to say.
Ah, but the money was there, always. And our cult ties are not as widely publicized as they are nowadays.
True enough. I suppose I can understand that. She worked with you for money.
Irvin, I think that's your mom that we're talking to.
Wait, shit.
Would you
Am I
recognize her?
talking? Do I recognize her? DM?
No, you do not.
That would have been one
Well-
hell of a twist.
When you said your mother's maiden name, she recognized the maiden name, but she's not like, oh, that's me.
Oh, that's me?
No, she said she recognized the maiden
Oh.
name. She knows your mother.
Could they be related? They're both half elves.
Talus is not a half elf.
Oh. Talus is an elf?
Yes.
Full elf? Human?
Full elf.
They may still be related.
Oh, sorry,
Could still be really-
sorry, you're right. She is a half elf. My
Oh,
fault.
she is?
Oh,
Sorry, I got that wrong.
Well, there's no. Well, hang on. I
Erevan, that's your mom.
Erevan is racist.
Busted
So,
metagaming.
Erevan is racist against elves.
Well,
But
he's,
he's not
Forrest,
so
you both
racist
have
to us.
elves. I think this is.
she,
But he's not so racist
This is
to
your
assume that all
mom. Are you
elves
my
are related.
mom?
Erevan doesn't like his mother. Frankly, the idea that she was able to work in such a organized thing as like with nobles is like, wow. I never knew she was that dependable. I always thought she was a lot less dependable than that.
well, she was a dependable smuggler. I cannot speak for her mothering.
Fair enough.
Or can you?
I will tell you more. The whim speakers you seek. There is one for each color of the chromatic dragons. You already know of Resmir the Black, and Varum, and she spits, the White, a title he should not hold. There is also Narrowvein the Green, Galvin the Blue, and the leader, our leader Severin the Red.
The 5 colors of chromatic dragon. The
That is
5 colors
correct.
of Tiamat's heads. Naturally.
Now, I would be willing to help you get to Parnast, and from there, onto the castle. Skyreach Castle, where the majority of the Horde is being held. In doing so, you will agree to bring me the White Dragon Mask. And if Varum dies in the process, I have no quarrel with that.
You believe Varum is in that castle then?
Yes, I do.
And what are you going to do with this dragon mask?
Well, I will use it to take my rightful place as the White Worm Speaker, and I will press for an end to senseless violence, and going back to our original goal, not to raise dragon liches from the ground, but rather bend these dragons to our will. Many of them are but animals, incapable of intelligent thought, blinded by greed and their lust for violence.
Yep. It would make sense for the White Dragon Mask person to think that. Not saying that in character, just saying that out of character.
Yes, you're right, Erevan.
And if we refuse?
What use is that question? If we refuse, they kill us.
Yeah.
Well, if you refuse, I admit that would be looked on very poorly if I were to let you leave alive.
Naturally.
But perhaps if you refuse and swear that you will not proceed with your transgressions against the cult, I may be willing to let you leave here alive.
There's no need for that. I can assure you that if we see and get the opportunity to kill this White Dragon Mask Bearer, we shall do so. And if we can retrieve the mask as well, we shall seek to return it to you.
Well, then I believe we are in agreement.
Indeed.
Lee is happy with this. It seemed like you lead Dragon Cult into better direction, make us not have to kill everybody, and we can be partner. But maybe we need a little bit of assistance. Maybe financial, maybe martial. You have that magic armor. Maybe our friend need to get a one of his own? Is that possible?
What, the armor that was animated and moving in the hallway?
Yes.
I
The
wouldn't-
plate armor with plus magic. I'm
I
sure
would
you
not,
have lots of them.
I would not recommend trying to put that on. That is a helmed horror. That is no regular suit of armor. But I can be persuaded to give you the armor that was displayed in the hallway. They are great
Excellent.
works of elven smiths. And perhaps
And
they
do you
can
have
aid you.
do you have
Terrible
a
paint
suit
jobs,
here?
though.
I'm assuming they're just plate mail.
I mean, it's a step in the right direction for some of y'all.
I think everyone who can wear plate mail has plate mail already.
I thought Brom
This is-
can't, but he's gonna work towards it.
No,
No, Brom-
I'd forgotten that I got mithril.
I gave Brom my
Oh,
mithril
okay.
plate mail.
Yeah.
Oh,
My mithril
okay.
plate mail, and now I'm wearing normal plate mail.
I mean, we can work out the details later. I'm just concerned, if you want us to accomplish the mission, it behooves you to provide us with the best possible equipment. And maybe financial incentive too, just a little.
Yes. What's on our end of the deal?
Well, tell me what is your cost?
Lee looks around. I go, I think probably White Dragon Mask easily can get you 5,000 gold, so 1,000 for each of us, plus equipment.
Agreed.
Plus, the troll comes with us.
Caravan, is that a whole novel you're writing up?
Florence, Dan? No.
I'm writing down exactly what he said.
I know, you're pounding away now. It's like a hammer in my ear.
You're making his editing life difficult.
You can always copy it later because we're recording,
Well, yeah, I want to write it down before I forget that.
So she says, I would be willing to send Trepsin with you, but you must know that he is not always looked upon with a friendly manner, even though he is my ward.
I do not think it would be good for him to come with us. That would make it obvious we are working with you.
That's an advantage.
Are you suggesting I accompany you?
Yeah.
Would you be welcome at the castle?
Well, I am aware of purple. My influence and rank does extend to all reaches of the cult.
Then it seems to me that your coming with us would be advantageous. Or sending us with some associate or token which shows which we are coming on your behalf.
Does that help us though, or does that make it more suspicious when we kill everybody and steal the mask? Do you care if it is linked back? Do you care if it is linked back to you, or do you prefer more?
She can claim that it
silent
was stolen.
Well, once I have the mask in hand, then I will have said that I had retrieved it. But as far as linking it back to me, no, I would not want you to use my name in the open, publicly. Perhaps I will travel with you, and that way it will be far easier for you to reach the castle.
And then we can complete our transaction right there, give you mask, and go on about our business.
My thoughts exactly.
That work for me.
Oh, we are
Business.
letting the fox in the hen house right now.
I was very careful with the promise that okay?
I can stun her. I'm fucked.
She's
as
not so
hell against that troll.
Hang on,
I
hang
do
on.
not want that troll with us.
I was very careful with the
mask.
I was very careful with the promise that I made, and I think Aravan's the only one who really cares about keeping oaths.
About what?
Keeping oaths.
Oh, yeah.
No, Lee's lawful too, but he honestly thinks that it'd be better to have her, directing the council towards not raising dragon liches than having to try to take down the whole cult, the fucking 5 of us.
Sorvik, please dispose of Kushpia's corpse, and Trepsin, if you could bring your ambush drakes out of the house, thank you. I don't want them tracking in too much mud. And Trepson nods and he leaves, and Sorvik goes to like pick up the frozen statue, and he's like, "Oh, come on, Mary God, help me out with this." And the other guard, like, they both lift the frozen statue out, and they're like, "Oh, where do we put him?" Anywhere, just get him out of here.
He'll thaw out eventually.
Down.
I hold no love for this dragon claw Kushpia. He was actually one of Resmir's men. And even he would not tell me of the defeat that she suffered at the castle. To think that all I saw was her running through the portal and immediately heading for Parnast, without any kind of word to tell me you were on her heels. This is the way that many of the worm speakers act, completely independent of each other. And it is why we cannot agree on anything. They are blind in their service to Severin. No one will speak up and tell him the truth, that our ways are misguided.
Can be difficult when an organization's center of power becomes corrupt.
No.
And when
Next,
those around are unwilling to speak up for the good of that organization.
I do have, you mentioned equipment. I do have an armory where we can re-equip you before our trip. And I will also tell my men to get the wyverns ready. None of you are opposed to flying, are you?
Nope. I like this idea.
Some might say it is my dream.
Dreams of it every night.
Is there a
Now-
smith in there? Would he be able to put a chain on this dagger for me?
Please, Master Monk, do not step on Wessick. He is recovering from his wounds.
Come on, Lee. Manners.
He has been a guard at this lodge for more than 40 years. Talking to you, Lee.
Sorry, I'm text in regards to my problem. One more time.
Okay. She asked you not to step on Wessick's body. Or not body, but he's like recovering from his wounds.
Unconscious
I didn't
body.
know I was. My bad. Oh, I did not see him there. My mistake.
She goes over and she casts a spell to like close up some of his wounds. And she's like, please follow me to the armory, and we will take a look at what equipment might serve your purposes.
Now, what sort of time frame are we looking at for this? You want it done within the week? Within the month? I don't know how far this castle.
Do you mean retrieving the white dragon mask?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I assume we would head directly there. Time is of the essence, and we would not want Resmir to get an opportunity to raise her forces.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to fly. I think.
Yeah,
it's
we're gonna
be all
fly.
right on time.
To the armory.
Okay, so she motions for you guys to follow her. She goes north out of the room and straight over to the door towards the room towards the kitchen, and then she turns left and opens the door and like bades you guys to go into this room over here on the left. Let me open that door for you.
Really rushing ahead for us.
Oops.
Lee's gonna give awkward apologetic waves to anyone else that's still standing around, like, hey, sorry, I almost, killed your main lady or whatever.
Alright, so inside the armory, everything's in very good condition. There's longbows, heavy crossbows, plenty of bolts and arrows. There's a long sword. There's also a spear that is in its own little rack. It does seem like it's almost kind of rusty, but for some reason this one has its own rack, and you can see that it's inlaid with mithril. Are you guys all falling to the armory too?
Yeah, we're
Yeah. Sorry. Hang on.
Before we go, I'll dump a first level cure wounds into the guy I helped brutally murder.
All right. Yeah, you see he's doing much better, and he's like breathing normally, and you're pretty sure Wessick will live on for at least a couple more years in this harsh environment. I mean, he's only 60. He's not like he's a real old man, but still. All right. So inside the armory, like I said,
Leo asked about it. Oh, why you have Rusty spear in here? Why does it have like special stand?
well, this spear is called Dragon Gleam, and it allows for the casting of the daylight spell.
Oh, much like my holy symbol, which also allows casting of the daylight spell.
Ah, yes. I don't know if any of you can read Draconic, but these runes on the side, can you see that? They say Tiamat's eyes shine.
And why you not take better care of it? Why it look rusty? That's painful, you.
Well, I admit any of the polishing will not take the rust off. The mithril inlays, as you can see, are very finely polished and shiny, but the metal or the crude spearhead seems to be part of its magic and holds that appearance no matter how much we try to tend to it.
Interesting. Out of character, I might have missed your response. Did they have anybody that could do anything like attach a chain to my knife?
Oh, did you ask?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did on Discord or something?
No, he
I
asked.
asked in character.
Oh, yeah, dude, I definitely missed that then. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can ask, and she's like, well, we do not have a blacksmith here, and most of my, the only person I have for weaponry is a Fletcher for the arrows and bows, but in Parnas, perhaps we can find someone with those skills to attach a chain to a dagger.
Makes sense.
Excellent.
Well,
Does anyone want anything from this place? I don't know if anyone else uses a spear.
no, I am
I'm
not
going
adept at martial
No,
weapons. I am more of a spellcaster. I don't know if you may have any equipment. It might be helpful for me.
Yeah, I too can cast some spells. Fortunately, I don't believe I have any scrolls.
Okay. That is fine.
Now then, what she like notices Brom. She's like, are you a cleric of what order?
I am a Dawnbringer of the Order of Lathander.
Interesting. And yourself, son of Lanvar?
Paladin of Aminator.
Aminata, you say?
Yes.
Yeah. And she turns to Sorvik and she's like, Sorvik, go bring the priest of Aminata up here, please. Sorvik heads downstairs, and shortly thereafter he brings back a priest, and the priest is looks like worldly around to everyone, and you notice that he hasn't been beaten or abused in any way. He seems to be in pretty good condition, except for the fact that he's very nervous and frightened. And she says, well, Brother Cayman is also a priest of Aminata, and he was on a pilgrimage from Hillsfar. Unfortunately, he came upon the lodge, and we had to take him into custody. As a sign of good faith, I will release him to show you that our goals align at the moment, and we should help one another.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
You took him in the first place. You're not doing anybody a huge favor by undoing what you kind of did in the first.
And then brother Cayman's like, "Oh no! If she's gonna free me, I'll go gladly. I just stumbled upon this place. I won't tell anyone about it."
So you weren't trying to do anything wrong.
He is a
You
priest
still
of
looked at
Aminator.
you.
No,
I
I
believe
was
you
only
can
on a
trust his word
pilgrimage.
when he says he will not tell anyone about it.
No, of course not. I'm just heading off to the coast, part of my pilgrimage.
Ah,
You... Okay. I don't suppose that you would be willing to divert that pilgrimage to instruct a recently converted tribe of lizard folk in the ways of Aminator.
What? Well, you've converted lizard folk? I've never
Yes.
heard of such a thing.
I managed to win their respect. I don't suppose that portal works in both directions.
Sadly, the portal does not, but there is another portal that will bring him close to the swamps.
What? Did we have cultists come out of that fucking portal when we were fighting?
Oh yeah, you're right. So yeah,
Thorngren?
she could do that. I'll rescind that. She's like, yes, the
Okay.
portal can work in two directions. Excuse my lapse.
Perfect. If you're willing, then, I converted a tribe of lizard folk in the Mare of Dead Men. We had to leave quickly, but their leader was willing to accept a ceremony of dedication to Aminator.
Oh, a ceremony of dedication. Why, that is quite impressive. And how do I know which one the leader is?
You'll be looking for a lizard folk named Snapjaw. Do you speak?
Snapjaw.
I don't suppose you speak Draconic.
Oh, no, I speak Dwarvish, Elvish, a little bit of Rock Gnome dialects, but sadly no Draconic.
Well, it won't be ideal, but the leader
You'll have
at
time to
least
learn.
speaks Common.
Why, this will be a much better use of my pilgrimage, and perhaps Aminator's light will shine on me to continue your works.
Agreed. Tell him Erevan Land's blood sent you.
I will.
To instruct them in the ways of Aminator as best you can.
Thank you for freeing me.
I'll toss them the alligator tooth necklace that we got from them
Okay.
and say, just show them this and tell them Erevan sent you.
Oh, I will.
They'll know.
Thank you. And then Talus says, Sorvik, go escort him to the portal and make sure no harm befalls him. Now, shall we be on our way?
sure.
I am ready.
Right. Okay. Well,
Well, that was extremely convenient.
let us go out to the stables, and she leads you guys downstairs to the stables. Take you guys to the ground floor. She takes you guys downstairs to the stables, and it's like out the front door to the right. Let me see if I can. Let's back her over. Yeah, so she's like, yeah, so over here.
Moving her quite fast. I keep losing track.
Oh yeah, I'm dragging her over to east of you. There you go. All right, and then she's like, right then, have any of you flown
It's over here.
on a wyvern before?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I have not.
Well, let
Reading
me
a
Be the
wolf.
first.
let me introduce you one at a time to these wyverns, and they'll be able to carry you. And then she like goes in, and then inside you see that there's wyverns in the stables. Brom, actually, when you're outside, you kind of notice before something you didn't, that on the roof there's like what looks to be a nest, and it's hard to tell what's inside the nest, but it's like a really large nest on the roof.
Okay.
Otherwise, she's like, well, who's first? Yes, you, the wizard. All right, do a she's like introduces you to one of the wyverns, a small one, and she's like, although she is small, she's one of the fastest. Please allow her to sniff your hand. And go ahead and do a animal handling check. Are any of you proficient in that, by the way?
Guess not.
All right. So Grimmett, the wyvern kind of takes to you immediately and kind of nuzzles your hand a bit, and she's like, great. All right, this will be your mount then.
Whoa, really, Grimmett? You've got +3 to wisdom? Nice.
No, I'm proficient in animal handling.
Oh, so
So
you
you
are.
just asked.
Why didn't you say so?
I must have been muted. My bad.
All right, so
Yeah, I'm proficient.
okay, great. So you're able to like be friendly with the wyvern immediately, and she asks for you guys all to do the same. Who's next? Come on in. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Lee pushes forward.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, go ahead, Lee.
He doesn't have problems. He doesn't have problems falling, so
Yes.
he's not too worried.
Can't wait to use that, huh? All
I
right.
want to use. I want to
There you go.
use cutting words on his ability. No, I don't.
Lee, you find a wyvern that looks to be probably one of the meanest in there, and it's just like your kindred spirits when you look at each other, and gives you a nod, and you're able to like wrap your arm around its neck and like kind of
Give it
calm
a
it
noogie.
immediately. Well, that's quite rare that he would warm up to someone so quickly. I say, you guys have a knack for this. One of you, the Amanata and Lathander priests, paladins,
Okay.
excuse me. All right, go for it. So you go up to one of the calmer ones, and you like put your hand out, and it's tentative at first, and kind of like jerks back, but then kind of like slinks its head down as a sign of subservience. It's like, great. Yes, the half elf, the one who can blink themselves out of existence. Oh, careful
not
now!
adding it.
Don't shove your hand so quickly into their face. And one of the wyverns like snaps at you and bites you on the hand a little bit.
I bite him back.
That's right.
Roll initiative, guys.
Yeah.
You're still gonna get barrel rolled at some point.
All right, so you take 6 damage, but the wyvern seems to calm, and Talus like
What, I
kind
don't
of
get a roll?
corrals. To bite?
Yeah, I'm fucking biting him back.
I think it's a unarmed strike then.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're not.
20 plus strength.
Let's just do. There. Eat it.
So you go to bite, and like it doesn't even take off any scales or pierce anything. You just kind of feels like you're biting down on a lead pipe. And you're not able to get any traction on it.
All right, I'm a little bit discouraged.
Oh,
after that.
it's fine. Don't stoop to their animalistic behaviors. Just keep your hands on her reins, and she will calm, I'm sure. Yes, and the priest, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Nice. So Brahm finds like probably the largest wyvern in there, and seems to be pretty calm. And Brahm just like walks up, like pets it on the head, and it kind of like leans into the pet, and it's like, wonderful. Well, now that we have our mounts, let us be off to Parnast. And she shows you guys like how to mount the wyverns, and they kind of like shamble out of the stables. The 2 guards are like helping opening the doors and and kind of guiding them. And she like yells back to you like, "Okay, they'll know what to do. Just hang on and follow me." And she like slaps her heels into the side of the wyvern and like hits her reins, and the wyvern like goes for a run and then immediately like jumps up and flaps its wings, and with 2 big swoops lifts up into the air, and all the wyverns kind of do that in line as you guys are hanging on for dear life. The wyverns just climb and climb up higher, and you guys are traveling east through the snowy mountains towards Parnast.
Lee is hooting and hollering. Oh, it's just like I dream! Oh my goodness, I wanted to do this all the time!
Holy crap! What time is it in game?
4:24. Oh, in game. It's
4:24
in
No.
game too.
It's like yeah. It's actually it'd be like probably late afternoon because you guys lunchtime and then the parlay and equipping. So yeah, like 3 or 4 o'clock.
What? Okay. Yeah.
Alright, and that's where we're gonna end today's session. You guys go ahead and level up to 7.
Shit. Really?
That's right.
Shit.
Level 7.
Wow.
We survived the parlay.
We breezed
Damn.
through this chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
So,
hope from
let's
you
see.
there.
60 hit points. And oh, I have my second aura now. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Oh boy.
Do you know what I can do?
Sorry,
With, you know what I can do with my second aura?
What's that?
Anyone who's frightened of me within, I think 30 feet, or is it 10 feet? Hang on.
That'd be 30. 10 seems close.
No, it's 10 feet until 18th level. Anyone who's frightened of me within 10 feet of me, their speed is reduced to 0, and they take psychic damage equal to half my paladin level if they start their turn there.
Oh yeah, that seems more like a 10 level.
No, are we
Sorry, go ahead.
resting? Am I going to full health now, or?
I mean, you'll just do the percentage of what you're at. I mean, if you're at full health, then you'll stay at full health. But like, if you took damage, then
I'm going from 34 to 42 max hit points, and I am at currently 24.
So just probably add
So-
another 7.
Yeah.
Add
something
what
like
you're
that.
adding to your total.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
All right. So one thing we didn't resolve was the weight of the gold. So whoever's tracking party loot, just we'll talk,
Gold does get a, in the roll 20 sheet,
I think
it
it's
takes
100.
gold into account.
Oh, it does. Okay, great.
Yeah.
What is it?
Like it does track the weight.
The weight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
It does.
Okay.
You can turn it on and off, but yeah.
Oh, so you guys are
Also
good on your
roll.
encumbrance then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, yeah. So level up your characters to 7, and we will meet in 2 weeks for the next session.
I can get a quick minute with you guys. If we're gonna try to legit do a podcast out of it, maybe starting Rise of Tiamat, maybe longer if any of you have any issues. A couple notes I've been thinking about as we play. One, less background noise. When you're typing stuff out, if you want to just do a quick mute, there should be a hotkey for that. If you're running it off the computer, if you're running it off your phone, there should be. If you pull up the voice channel, you should be able to just mute yourself real quick if you're going to type something up. But I don't want to switch to push to talk.
Right.
I think natural reactions. You know, someone says something funny and you're chuckling at it. I want that in right away. I gotta go. I think the plumber's here. Never mind.
Okay.
I'll email the rest later.
Yep. Good luck.
All right.
Good
All
luck.
right.
Let us
All
know. All right. All right, guys. So
Yeah,
I'll see you
bye.
guys in a couple weeks.
See you in a couple weeks.
Sure thing.